Welcome to Eviliv3, a celebration of my favorite tabletop role-playing games. This is a sister channel to Eviliv3. Subscribing to the channel because today we are continuing our What We Do in the Shadows Vampire the Masquerade actual play with this session dos. Last time on What We Do in the Shadows Vampire the Masquerade, we were introduced to our anti-heroes as they were having a house meeting when they learned about a murder of a young woman named Celeste Harmony. She had a note pinned to her corpse claiming that she was a victim of vampires. This puts the masquerade in jeopardy. To add to that chaos, they were interrupted by Piet Sieve, the Ozark's Camarilla Prince Gustav Durkenwald's familiar. He announced that the prince would be arriving in a week, so they should take care of any issues before then. This led them on a search around town where they stopped in at Celeste's parents' home, accidentally murdered the TV news cameraman during a car crash, claimed the note from the reporter, took it to Pentington Press Paper Supply, and learned it was a handmade paper made by a local Hannah's Handmade Handbills. Eventually, they discovered 3 people purchased the paper in the past week and a half. Sorry, that's a lot of P's in a row that I'm saying here. And paid a visit to them all, with Edgar breaking into the Fourth's home and attacking their son. This was also a visit to the Prancing Pony, a male strip club, which nearly burned to the ground because of a cursed witch's hat, a suspected biological weapon, anti-vampire Cheeto power, and an ignoring of the shared feeding schedule. The local neighborhood watch group known as the Nighthawks have also been searching for information, and the group has received a walkie-talkie from them for updates. And so, we get... Sorry, not you. Not you. Not you.
Not you, Guillermo.
You. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on the couch here. Were you surprised by the vigorous fight the young man put up?
I was shocked. I can't believe how something so simple as asking somebody not to write that they're a vampire killer can escalate so massively. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, nobody could have seen it coming.
So, how exactly did you all get out without either of them suspecting that you were in fact vampires?
I just walked off.
Just told them?
Act like you belong there, and nobody questions it.
You just told
Plus,
them?
I blame this. Yeah, I
did. Believe you?
Old dude.
Well, it is America. People bite each other all the time. You know, it's normal here.
Can confirm.
Just said it was meth.
Very true. Especially out here in the sticks.
Well, what about Rezkez the Osage Elder? Could his cryptic idea have any legs? Or cryptid idea have any legs?
You know, man, I'm starting to believe him. I think Bigfoot might be out here. The thing that concerns me is just that Bigfoot's learned how to write. Like, that shit's terrifying, man. What's next?
Yeah,
He's gonna get his fucking
hasn't
license. He's gonna run us over and shit. Terrifying.
He hasn't needed to for millennia, so why start now? I don't know.
I mean, it could be a
Whoever
form
needs
of
a hobby,
evolution, I suppose. Not really in the scene. Did you guys see the local paper this morning, or I guess this evening for you, the Cedar Creek Gazette's cover story? It says, and I quote, "Cryptid the culprit. Local leader combed the woods for true killer."
Huh. So I guess we figured it out. It is Bigfoot. All right.
Okay, that's not vampires. Good. Right. Okay, can we get on with our lives now, please?
You absolutely can. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to another game session of What We Do in the Shadows Vampire the Masquerade Edition. Morty, this twilight, as you rise from your slumber, how are you feeding today?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I started to find a new local hotspot. It's a restaurant right outside the hospital. It's called House of Spice Care. And it's connected right next to the hospital. Everyone there is super laid back. It's very easy to feed, and I'm having a wonderful time. House of Spice Care. I'm sure I have that right.
Can I get a rouse check from you, please?
You'd think.
So near the bottom of the character sheet underneath hunger is a rouse check. Every time you wake for the evening, you need to give me a rouse check. You have added 1 hunger, but that 1 hunger was satiated by your feeding experience. so you don't really have to do anything. Edgar, can I get a rouse check from you, and can you tell me how you feed this evening?
What day is today?
We're gonna say it's a Thursday.
Thursday is Thursday's the fire station. That's right. Check the
Actually
route.
made a
Yep.
chart.
Yeah. It's I should have done one. It's a wee bit too arts and crafty for this. Yeah, Thursday. Obviously, our brave firefighters are sleeping, and stand by and stay in the house. So yeah, I just go in and I like to slide up a pole now and again. It's fun.
Okay, that's not slang for
They
anything,
look so
is it?
they look so ready as well when they're sleeping. It's
Right.
yeah, it's relaxing.
Okay, well, you succeeded your rouse check, so you didn't gain any hunger, but by feeding, you can reduce your hunger by 1 if you had any hunger listed. Silas, can I get a rouse check from you, and how are you feeding this evening?
All right. Well, I started volunteering at the local animal shelter, see, and I clean the kennels at night, and I might take some here and there from the lone stray.
Okay,
I
so
can feed on animals.
typically the animals don't actually give any benefit, but you have an ability that allows you to get sustenance from animals. So you gained 1 hunger, but you can ignore that because you just fed, but you don't reduce your existing hunger. So remember, you are all vampires. You are all beasts. When your hunger is filled, you could potentially go into a frenzy, lose total control of yourselves, and give in to your baser instincts, like bingo, for example. Todd, can you give me a rouse check and tell me how you feed this evening?
One of the kids that was partying last night OD'd and is dead next to me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drink him because that's easy enough.
Jeez. Wait, after he's dead?
Oh well, yeah. I mean, it's fine. I got iron gullets, so
Okay.
it's not a big deal. Plus, I get to get high too.
Drug blood.
That's really why I'm doing it.
Drug blood. Okay.
Yep.
You had gained a hunger, but it's slaked by the drug blood, and you are now high as the evening begins. So, Silas, as you're walking down into the foyer, you see an end table at the end of the stairway, just at the base of the stairway, the grand entrance, if you will. And there's a little note there.
Oh. All right. Well, a good thing I just learned how to read.
Hooked on phonics.
My dearest companions.
So, are you going to read this to
Sure.
yourself, or are you going to try to gather everyone for like a family meeting?
People don't
or-
just follow me around. Gosh,
mean, I
yeah, I'll
was.
find everyone. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Yeah. And I'll grab everybody else too. Well, I'll yell for everybody else.
Okay. So, everyone, Edgar and Morty, are you guys going to be joining him?
Ah, house meeting already?
Yeah, get down here.
All right.
Very uncouth. We had one
Is
last
everybody
month.
paying attention to me as they should be now?
Sure.
My dearest companions, circumstances, as they often do for those of us who walk the shadowed paths, have taken an unexpected turn. A new star has arisen in my firmament, a captivating luminescence that has drawn me away from our familiar constellation. Know that this departure is not born of ill will or dissatisfaction with our shared nights. On the contrary, my time among you has been enlightening. However, the allure of the novel, the uncharted territory of a newly discovered narrative, has proven too potent to resist. I have embarked on a brief sojourn, a chapter break, if you will. Think of it as research, perhaps into the more vibrant aspects of the mortal coil. I anticipate a swift return, my artistic sensibilities enriched by this interlude. Until then, I trust you will maintain our sanctuary, and perhaps even find inspiration in my temporary absence. Do not fret. The muse, fickle, the, The muse, fickle creature that she is, often leads us down unforeseen avenues. With a touch of the dramatic flair, Edmund Rochester. And then there's a little there's like a little arrow on the back. Butch, we be fucking, Jack. And then there's like a little heart. There's like a little heart.
Silas, this sounds like a Dear John letter, and I just want to let you know I'm so sorry, but you'll get back on the horse soon.
I think it's because I pulled my
What?
dick out again. He should just say this shit. Like I swear to God, every century, there's one fucking time where I pull my dick out and he doesn't like it. This fucking queen.
He's gone back to he's going to stay in the strip club. Why didn't you say I'm going to stay in the strip club for a few nights?
Yes, it's clear that's what the message was, right? I'm with you.
Well,
on that.
I mean, it's burnt down, so I don't know what the fuck the point is, but whatever. He's a drama queen.
Yeah, I guess BRB was just too succinct. This guy has.
It's a shame because he was teaching me how to use the computer, so it's a real shame. In fact, he helped me order a lot of products from a place called Bath and Body Works last week. He said you guys needed it more than me, and I was to use it, and now he won't teach me the rest.
Okay. So Elle walks in, the late Robert's familiar, or whatever his name was, and she has a newspaper in her hand, and she's like, I can't believe, why is everyone standing around? What's going on?
I was reading a beautiful letter.
I think he got fired.
He said BRB.
From
Just a little bit more
who
flair.
said that? From who?
Edmund Rochester. Unless you're
My-
Jack, then he said we be fucking.
I'm his familiar. Why would he leave me? I don't.
Mm-mm.
Do,
Well, this is super awkward.
do any of?
I mean, I just
you,
said I think he got fired, man.
Do any of you need a familiar? I'm. I don't
Which
really
website?
have anything. I could go back to Panera Bread, but I'd rather.
Panera is
stay.
still open?
I mean, not right now. It's late. Can I be
You
one of
really
your
can't. You know about-
familiars, or can I just hang around? Is that okay?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can just hang
yeah.
around. We'll give it a trial run. We'll
Oh,
What do you
see.
know
my
about-
dog? My dog
What do you
poops in
know
the
about
backyard
bunions?
sometimes, and I do.
You know anything about bunions? You could be very useful.
You know
All
what?
right.
Second thought. I think Panera Bread. They are looking for a new manager. Maybe you should just take a look at this paper and have a wonderful unlife. I promise I won't say anything about you guys being vampires. She like slowly walks backwards.
Oh wait, somebody get her. We can't.
What?
That's right. She knows too much.
All right, Morty, you're up.
No, I
wasn't
promise.
like-
I'm okay with you all.
She was 90% of our investigation last time. I think we should keep
How
her
hard is
around
it to make
somewhere.
somebody a vampire? That was her whole desire, right? She wanted to be a vampire.
Yeah.
Is that difficult? Can we just do that and she'll be out of everyone's hair forever?
She's a little young for me. I prefer them over 80.
We're not talking to you, Marty.
Oh, sorry.
Honestly, how
if
hard is it?
She's
Gregor was here, that this would already be settled and there'd be a new head on a spike.
what?
Just saying, heads and spikes are good. They're cool. They look good in the garden.
Okay, the door just slowly.
And she's gone.
There's nothing we can do now. The door.
She's went into the other room. We're foiled.
She's at least 30 feet away. There's no catching her.
Okay.
Oh man.
So-
Foiled again.
Well,
Why-
we know
what's
where
your
she
distance?
is. She's gonna be at Panera whenever that opens.
But which one?
There can
Oh,
only
there's
be
more than one?
In Cedar Creek,
Well, there's
Missouri,
5 news channels. If there's 5 news channels, there's more than one Panera Bread. That
stands
seems
to
clear.
logic.
There's only one in Bellingham, Washington. I'm
These
pretty
times
sure.
are absolutely crazy. I don't know. It's out of control.
I agree.
More
So
than one Panera.
we're missing
Madness.
we're missing 2 people from the last game, and one that was possibly going to be joining us. So now it's up to the four of you. Not the sharpest tools in the shed when it comes to investigation.
Whatever are you implying?
But we're here, so let's have some fun.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I thought we solved it. The young fella's written down that he's definitely not a vampire killing people. That was it, solved.
Yeah, so you definitely know that he's not a vampire killing people.
And he's wrote it down now that so when he goes to his next victim, that he basically writes that it's not a vampire killing them, it's me, and he'll write his name. We'd sorted that out.
He's killing people?
Yeah, well, he's writing the notes, so he's going to write this next time. That's what he promised. So we'd go.
What if we blame it on Edmund, who just left?
I thought it was
But
Bigfoot.
Edmund's a vampire. That's the problem.
You got to
I
keep the
think there were
masquerade.
three
Right.
suspects, if I recall. There was the DJ, and there was the old couple, and then there was this boy. So it's got to be one of the three. Those are the only ones that had that special paper that the note was written on.
Yeah, we already talked to the Gore ships.
Yeah, I think we
But
could
the old
safely
people,
rule.
they're fine.
Yeah,
Then,
I agree.
which one was Highness fourth? Was that the DJ or the kid?
That was the kid.
That was a kid. Yeah, that kid. This check mark means he's pretty sketchy or a solid dude. I don't know which. He's definitely
It's not
one
the best
or the other.
system. It's not the best system. Yeah, so it's either him or the DJ, and we spoke to the DJ on the phone, so that rules him out. So I think it's the kid, but we need to maybe trail him and see if we can find more clues. That would be my suggestion. But let's face it, of the four of us, I'm the last one you should be listening to. So let's hear
Well,
from
if
the
you
rest.
want to find a kid, where do kids go? School. So we got to go to the school and be there at night so that we can be there in the day. We got make it dark and stuff. We find him where it's dark and question him there. Nothing's creepy about finding a kid in a dark room at a school.
I saw a
where they
television
go.
show
Plan.
called 21 Jump Street. I think I could be made to look like a teenager and blend in.
We just need to get some spray
I
paint for his
think-
hair.
Yes, you.
Get him a cool band shirt that says "Cool Band."
I like it.
You know what we should do?
Blend
We
in real
should
well.
we should raid Edmund's closet and dress him up as a teacher. I don't know where my accent went either. I'll find it later.
I think that's a plan.
Okay.
So I think while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna go see if I can find Bigfoot. I'm starting to believe some shit about that.
So you know that the Osage elder Kez Rez, he lives way off in the boonies, far away from all of you. He was the one that the Nighthawks were talking about the cryptids, and if you look at the newspaper, you can actually see that he's the one quoted as hunting for the cryptid. Coincidental.
Maybe
So-
we should go and help him in his hunt.
That's what I'm saying. Like my fucking squonk ran away anyway, so it's like I'm pretty sure they hang out together. So just stands to reason I should go out there.
That works. All right, so while Todd is leaving, Edgar, Morty, and Silas, what are you doing? Are you going to go with? You going to try to do
I
the...
don't know about the school idea.
Of course.
The whole daylight thing's a problem.
True.
Yes.
One open shutter and we're all done.
Maybe if they have a photography program, they'll have like a dark room.
We could go back to his house again. which
That
they
doesn't
won't
exist
prefer.
anymore.
What if they have an upcoming
It's a
school
shame.
dance, like the Under the Sea dance? Do they still have those?
What
We've
time
only
of
got
year
a
is
week.
it? Is prom coming up?
I don't know when prom comes up in real life. I have no idea.
Yes. It's prom season in where we're at.
Oh, well,
'cause I
yeah, of
remember
course
where
it
we
is.
live. Duh.
Yes, it is
Mhm.
coming up. You're about a week out from
We're in
senior
prom
prom.
town next to Halloween. Well,
I got an
Jeez.
idea. We infiltrate and go to prom, you guys. Let's go to prom.
I'm in the middle of the woods. I just get a weird buzzing in my head. I'm like, are they going to a dance without me? That can't be right. I should
I
not have
send
drank that
my
fucking
dog.
kid today.
I sent my dog to go out and like with him into the forest and like start circling him and be like,
What do you use to?
"Dan-
Are you using a power to control your animal, or are you just like hoping he's
I'm
trained
just
enough?
being like, I just hope he loves me enough to go dance around my friend in the woods.
So you open the door and your dog just runs out.
Yeah.
You're like, I know that's
Okay,
what
have
he's
fun,
doing.
bye. I love you.
Oh, at least
Okay.
I'm not alone now. That's great. Why are you
So,
humping?
Yeah, you get it, see?
Edgar, what's your plan? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, actually the prom thing sounds cool. Let's
So that's in a week.
let's go get outfits. Let's go shopping.
There's not enough time. We have to
We
have
can't
to
just
find
go
our
as
outfits.
is.
We have
What do
to
you mean?
find out
There's-
our flowers. We have to figure out where we're going to go to dinner beforehand. Everyone's already going to have a reservation. If prom's in a week, we're
At the
so late.
prom?
I don't even have a date yet. My date, the guy I'm going to ask is out in the woods right now. My dog's hopefully going to get him for me.
The prom is
Wow.
dinner.
The prom is what?
His dinner.
Yeah. I imagine
All
it would
right,
end up
we're
being.
vampires. I keep forgetting.
Morty, what are you doing?
Well, I could pretend to be a chaperone at this prom. I think it would be difficult, despite my enthusiasm for the 21 Jump Street idea, to disguise as a student. So maybe I'll be a chaperone at the prom, and I'll try to, keep an eye on this kid, see if we can get any clues. Because I think he's our main suspect.
Okay. So there are a number of different things that we should probably address in the interim as this dance is a week away. Is he going to the dance? Can you get into the dance? Do you know where you can find gear like clothing or corsages or appropriate dress at night in order to do
Don't
it?
you worry about that, sugar.
Okay, so while you guys are
There you go. You
considering
don't have to worry about it.
these inevitables, Todd, how are you getting to the out? Like, are you trying to find Kez Rez, or are you just going out into the wilderness yourself?
Oh, I just walked. I was just figuring I'll just walk in a line until I find something because that always works.
Okay, give me
And then
a
I just
investigation and intelligence, please.
well, I'm fucked. Let's see, where are we?
So if you select the skill and then you select the attribute and then hit submit,
There we go.
don't do a
Okay.
pool size modifier, just hit submit, and then you can leave the default difficulty.
Oh, hey, I did something.
Okay, so you had 2 hunger dice. You have a critical failure, which is not a good thing to happen.
Doesn't sound good.
That sounds very critical.
It is definitely critical, and I'm hoping my stupid thing is going to work. Okay, so let's see. You're rolling the hunger dice on a critical failure. It's called a bestial failure, so you must act out a compulsion. Now, you can choose a compulsion if you want, or I can give you one, but it's either hunger, dominance, harm, or paranoia that we're looking at. What kind of a compulsion do you think you would be acting out here?
I mean, probably hunger. I didn't drink as much of that dead kid as I should have.
So you will do anything to slake your hunger, whether it means violence, subterfuge, or outright begging. And just then, a dog comes charging up toward you and starts
Nope.
circling you.
Nope. I'm gonna find some squirrels and just decimate those motherfuckers.
See, this is the problem. This is a compulsion. This is out of your
Oh,
control.
that is true. That is true. God damn it. All right. Well, I guess I'm eating the fucking dog.
Now, it doesn't mean you have to kill the dog.
Oh.
You just have to feed.
Oh, so I
from
can
the
just like
dog.
pinch it and I'm fine. Or feed from it.
Just
Okay, yeah.
pinch it?
I'll just take a quick sip.
Okay. So
And I'll just carry it home because I know it's.
give me a
Silas's
strength
dog.
plus brawl check, please, to see if you can catch it. Because clearly you have this hunger in your eyes as you look down at this animal and you just see a big roasting, perfect piece of human flesh.
All right, sorry. What am I rolling again? You said.
It's strength and brawl. You just lunge at this poor dog. You got one success and one critical failure. So you can't do anything. You're just chasing the dog. You couldn't even catch it. As it's charging away,
Man,
you're just
pretty
running
slow.
after, just the beast has taken over. If you want to try to like regain control of yourself, you can spend a willpower. Willpower is used to also help reroll non-hunger dice. In this particular case, you had a critical bestial failure on your hunger die. You can reroll up to 3 die that are non-hunger die by burning 1 willpower, and you get willpower back at the beginning of every single game session.
Oh, okay.
So it's sort of a pool that you can pull from to help you throughout the game session.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
So as you're chasing after this dog, it's yiping and just breaking through the underbrush of this forest that you find, the Ozark forest that you find yourself in, just running in a long, straight line, and then it starts to move in this arc circle around, and you're just chasing after it. You regain control of yourself by using your willpower. You grab onto a tree and just bring yourself back, and you hear the dog just bursting through the distance, running away from you. Just then, you hear some sort of whistling coming through the canopy of the forest, and you see a little bit of light sort of dappling through leaves and the branches of the trees in the distance. Just a little.
That doesn't seem suspicious at all. I should go investigate. Who am I talking to? Why the fuck am I talking out loud? Huh. I really shouldn't drink that, kid.
Drug blood.
Well, the camera crew is with him the whole time, right?
Yeah, but I am oblivious to them.
Oh, okay.
We don't.
Like, I stay in character.
Yeah. He is an actor! So you go through the underbrush toward where you're hearing the whistling?
Yeah.
As you break through the branches, you see this gentleman sitting there. He's wearing what looks like leather jerkin. He's got sort of painted symbols on it. And you recognize him from the newspaper black and white photo. This is definitely Kezrez. And he's sort of whistling and looks up. Oh, there. This is going to be so offensive to everyone. Evening. Join me at my fire.
Fuck yeah, buddy.
You do not appear to be cryptid. What brings you to the forests?
I'm just looking for my buddy and somebody I think he ran off with. What are you doing?
I am searching the night. You see, monsters lurk in the trees. Ha-ha! We will find them together. Would you like to join me in my hunt?
Absolutely. I think you're looking in the wrong place, though. We're pretty sure we're looking for the same guy. He doesn't really hang out in the trees. If I know who you're hunting.
Well, if you join me, I must indoctrinate you through ritual. The spirits will help guide you along the right path of the cryptid. He reaches down and picks up one of the sticks, rubs his thumb across the charcoal ashen, moves up toward you and starts to put a pattern on your face. Do you let him?
Oh, fuck yeah.
He's like, it is now time for the ritualistic singing and the joining of the spirits. And he stands in front of you and turns around in a semicircle as he's walking around the actual little fire that he had going. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, and America too.
I feel fucking just taken over by the Great Spirit, man. It's super sacred.
He stops, claps his hand together. Charcoal dust flies in the air. He just blows it at you. You are now consecrated in an ancient ritual. Would you like to join me in the hunt?
Fuck yeah, Uncle Cousin. Let's do this.
All right, so as the dog comes barreling back into the house, knocks the door open, and just jumps underneath the raised sofa and just sitting under there, just whimpering and shaking.
Oh. Guys, this can only mean one thing. Todd the vampire has found Bigfoot and needs our help.
This is like a Lassie episode.
It's like, or he's fallen down a well. I don't know. But I think we should go. And we were all trying on outfits for prom out of Edmund's closet, which we got a raven from him. He said that we can use his clothes for any occasion. Not a lie.
Okay.
And
A lot of it is
so we're all-
sticking together, if you know what I mean. Stiff.
yeah, that's okay. We're wearing the stuff that we found. I'm wearing this specifically, like in character. It's my
Nice.
favorite now. So I'm gonna start running through the woods to try to find my friend who's in trouble. Is anybody gonna come with me?
We've got clothes shopping to do. Why do you want to go running through the woods?
I'm running through the woods in just the shirt too. The bottoms hadn't gone on yet, so I'm
Let's
Pooh
find this
Bearing it through the
Bigfoot.
forest to my friend. Go.
So Morty, are you going as well?
Yes, let's do it. We
Yeah,
need to
let's
find.
go. Let's go find the
We
pooch.
need to find Bigfoot. If he's really learned how to read and write, that was his one weakness. And he's unstoppable if he can read and write.
Oh, he
Ed-
gave me a T-shirt though. I should put that
Edgar,
on,
what do you
too.
think?
No.
Yeah, let's go fight. Let's go find him, and maybe they can help us.
All right, so whoever has the
quash that
biggest
silly vampire thing.
right, whoever has the biggest pool of intelligence and investigation, you'll be the one to roll for the three of you as
I
you
don't
go.
think collectively we have a big pool of anything, so maybe rephrase that. He has the most droplets.
Yeah.
I got a 2 and a 1.
Stars
That's
intelligence
pretty
of what?
impressive.
Intelligence and investigation.
2 and a 1 also.
What about you, Edgar?
I've 2 in intelligence, looking for a 3 in investigation.
Oh,
Wow.
there you go.
Do
So
it!
5 plus
And
1
you
die
guys
per
left me.
person.
I have my magnifying glass. I'm not afraid to use it.
So you're gonna have a bonus of 2
Hurry
die.
up, nerd.
So roll your investigation and intelligence and add 2 die to it. 1 for Silas and 1 for Morty. As they are assisting.
Right. Second attribute. Where do you add the dice?
So if you choose investigation, you choose intelligence, pool
Yep.
size modifier, just do 2. And then hit submit. And then difficulty you can leave alone and just hit submit.
Oh, there we go. Right. Sorry, you have to click first. And difficulty, leave it 2.
Yep.
Boink. There we go. Don't even see what happened. Where's my...
You had 5 bestial failures with your hunger dice. How is that even possible?
I thought I was doing bad.
I haven't lost it. I have not lost it. The dice rolls are still amazing. Let's do it.
Okay, so this is actually a problem because you succeeded, but you have a lot of critical failures. So that means it's failure or it's success at a cost. So what's the cost?
He's gonna think that the guy is actually Bigfoot when we get there.
What do you think, Edgar?
Oh, that's
Like-
a good one.
Because you succeeded, but it's at a cost.
Right. I'm trying to think what my...
It's called a messy critical. Well, not a messy critical, but
Messy success. Missex?
It's a
No.
missex.
Nope. Never mind.
Must.
It's a missex.
Me sex.
So I transport back in time in my head. I think I'm on a campaign trail
Okay.
hunting. You know, one of my sire's enemies. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to hunt a huge bear or something. You know, for a ritual. Now I'm just going to eat whatever it is I find.
Okay.
No
right.
questions.
So as you guys, Todd, they're hunting you, by the way.
I'll start drilling.
Oh, I
I'll
know.
do that.
That sounds fantastic.
So as you guys are
I'm gonna do
breaking
that-
through,
Have you seen Sinners yet?
no.
I'm going to do that stupid Sinners drill.
Oh.
Their vampires drill like huge goblets, so I'll just start doing that horrible shit.
Like Homer
Just foaming
Simpson
at
seeing a
mouth.
donut.
Oh.
Silas, watch out! I've seen that look in his eye, and it's usually when there's only one sandwich left in the refrigerator. Watch out! You never know what's gonna happen next with this one.
I'm gonna.
Does he eat food?
Nobody likes
I-
to drool over it.
Do not.
So you're barreling through the forest and you stop for a second. And you can smell the bear. The musk from the bear is just in front of you. You're breaking through the tree line, just branches and twigs smacking and whacking into Silas and Morty as you charge, and they're charging after you, trying to catch you. And you come into a clearing just as this native gentleman is walking off into the tree line, and Todd the vampire is slowly following him. And you see bear.
I will have honor for Dragor. And I just charge at him.
I knew I shouldn't have worn my fucking leather outfit.
Okay, so
Todd!
Edgar leaps at Todd. Todd, you hear something coming from behind you. Edgar, how do you think you're gonna? You want to do like a dexterity and brawl to leap at him? You want to do strength and brawl?
Actually, dexterity, because I want to hunt the thing down, don't I?
Right. Okay. It's just that now you
yeah.
see it in front of you, the bear. How are you going to?
Yeah, and I know I'm gonna win this time. I'm not gonna go back to the village in disgrace like I have the last 100 years. I'm gonna do it this time. I'm taking that bear and I'm bringing it back.
Okay. So give me a strength brawl roll. Todd, what are you doing? You see this faraway look in Edgar's eyes glimmering off of the remaining tiny campfire that's been sort of smoldering out over the last 10 minutes of the ritual that you enjoyed. And then you see Morty and Silas break through the tree line behind him. What do you do?
Well, I think because I know what that look is. I've hung out with him enough to know he's having a flashback. So it's like, you know what? I'll just play into it. I'll just I'm going to pretend that I'm a beast trying to avoid him. Like like he's a bullfighter almost.
Well, I'm about to run into a tree, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah. So
So I just like, I'm gonna just smack into a tree.
Todd just walks to the side for a minute, and Edgar just piles right into a tree. Kez moves aside. He's like, "What? Who is this monster? What is happening here?"
He's this is my buddy. He's just having a fucking flashback. Basically, he'll come to pretty soon. I hope.
Am I gonna do myself any injuries by just running full blast?
It's actually going to
little,
give you
but
what is it called? It's not aggravated. It's just 1 health, so it's a slash. Superficial damage on your health.
Yep.
Head first
Yes, I just
into tree.
I just start wrestling with the tree. I'm gonna win this time. I'm not going to the naughty tent again.
I think your friend is
fire.
overcome by demon.
Yeah,
What's the
it's
naughty
just
pen?
personal demons. Like I said, man, we just gotta let it play out. I mean, we could fuck with him if you want, but he should be wearing himself out pretty soon.
I think he scares away cryptids.
You got a good point. I know how to stop him. Just a quick digit right in the pooper. That always brings him right back immediately. Hey, you know what? Don't ask how I know. I found it out once. I got this.
Something
button
brings
on
you
the back of
right
an
back
Android.
to reality, Edgar.
I'm just like, did I please you, master?
You're so much smaller than I remember.
continue the role-playing, people. What are you doing?
Who said this is
Todd,
roleplay? This
my
is
wolf
Saturday
told
night.
me you found Bigfoot and were in need of assistance.
I am hunting
No,
the
I told
cryptid
him.
murderer.
I told him to say that I fell down a well because that would have been a lot funnier.
That was also something that could have been. So
Okay.
I'm not. I just woke
Yeah,
up.
no, I'm fucking. I hooked up with this guy. We're getting ready to find him. So
Oh,
you guys are
well,
here. Let's
I
go
was gonna,
look.
you hooked up with him? I was gonna ask if you wanted to go to prom with me.
I mean, hopefully later. I mean, are you really asking me to prom?
I
Yeah,
don't
I was
think
like,
this
what are
many
you gonna
people
go
and
to
all
prom
this
with me?
talking is helping much. We must be silent on the hunt.
We're in the middle of a proposal. I'm so sorry. Like,
Yes. The answer
What?
is yes.
yes, we're going to prom together.
You're two men.
And
Okay, your friend's judgmental, but we'll help him find Bigfoot.
I just thought traditionally men and women went to prom.
Look, buddy, it's at least 1960. Times have changed. Get with it. I'm all right with it.
I have no idea what year it is, but that also sounds fair. Sir,
I just
take
I'm not
off
gonna
my
argue that.
clothes
untangle
for
myself
money.
from a.
This is normal.
I just start pulling branches and stuff and go, oh, what happens? Have I found Bigfoot yet?
Uh,
no, but we're onto his trail. Smell this.
I'm not sure if Bigfoot is the cryptid that we are looking for ultimately. There is also
No
the
shit.
Swamp Man of Legurton Way.
It's
Oh.
like the semi-aquatics Bigfoot. So yeah, that's plausible.
These are the
What part
Ozarks.
of the country are we in?
You can smell on the wind when the cryptid comes by. It is a slight funk, not unlike looking at Morty, your
Oh,
breath.
sorry. Bubs mate.
I forgot the Bath and Body Works back home. That's my bad, and I apologize.
If you all truly want to join us on this hunt, you will have to undergo the ritual that Todd. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Todd the vampire.
Because I gave you a
Ah,
new spirit name,
Yes.
Todd. Your spirit
Yes.
your spirit name will be Squidly. Squidly.
Oh,
Oh.
Squidly.
wait, can it be
you.
Squidward?
I
Nope, too
choose
late. Spirit arcs.
I
Copyright
choose the
strikes.
names, creature who dates Squidly. You do not choose the names. Would you all like to undergo ritual?
Huh? Hell yeah.
I thought I already did.
No.
Okay,
That's
so
the
he goes
first
through the
one.
same, sort of rigmarole. Edgar, you are man who hits head on tree. Morty, Bathworks you have not, is your spirit name. And Silas, man who docks with man.
Yeah, that's right.
Docker. For short.
Better. Thank you.
Okay. So
I have 3 names now.
he
y'all.
is more than willing to lead all of you into this hunt with him, but he demands that you do your best to stay silent. He seems to be unconcerned that there is 4 random people in the middle of the Ozark Forest at night with him. Now that you're part of his little hunting tribe.
Well, he should know about me. I thought.
Todd the vampire?
Yeah.
How would he know
Like
about you?
homeboy, because isn't homeboy like the elder dude of the area?
Yeah, well, of the Osage, yeah.
Oh, the Osage. Okay,
Little
never
tribe.
mind.
He's
never
not like a
Yeah.
vampire guy at all.
mind. That's yeah. I forgot those.
He's a mortal, a regular mortal peeper.
Oh, yes, even better. I'm so glad I introduced myself as Todd the vampire.
Yeah, this is a night of strangeness for sure. So he is going into the bush slowly and stopping and listening,
Hell yeah.
and then slowly and stopping and listening. And as you guys have been out here for about an hour, not seeing or hearing anything, give me a what would this be? It would be a wits and awareness roll. Wits and awareness.
Everybody?
Yeah.
I don't see awareness on wits and strength.
Awareness is on the right column of skills.
Oh, you do the skills first. Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Awareness. I got you.
So Cameron got
see it.
1 success. Wow, Edgar with a lot of failures.
Oh, here we go again.
3 of 2. You need a feed, man. Get those hunger die down. You're rolling a lot of 1s. Well, failures anyway. What about you, Silas and Morty?
I rolled it. Where do you see?
I don't. Okay, so it brings up wits, and
So
then
if
it
you
brings
click
up.
awareness, and then you select wits,
Oh, click awareness first. Gotcha. What?
Did mine not roll? Should I do it again?
no, I don't see it.
Okay.
Select awareness first. Selected. Second attribute.
All right, Chris, you got 1 success and a whole lot of freaking failures.
Difficulty 0. Difficulty 0.
Yeah, you can just. That's fine. So 1 success. All right, so the only person that heard anything is Edgar. And Edgar, you're almost certain you hear weeping coming from the bush.
Okay, I'll make hands gestures and do that, and then go over to it.
So as you start to move in the direction of the weeping, give me an intelligence and awareness check. Or maybe I'll just say it backwards so that awareness and intelligence check.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy?
Oh!
No.
I'm gonna
Lots
eat
of-
whatever
well,
it is.
You did get 2 successes. So normally a failure is just a failure. The full red die are your hunger die. And for some reason, I was thinking those 3 were your hunger die, and I don't think they are. How much hunger do you have right now, Edgar? Any?
Nothing.
Okay, so that's I was misinterpreting the die, so that's my fault. More entertaining though. So that you had 2 successes out of a possible 5 successes. If you look up at Silas's, she has a messy critical and then 2 failures. So we're going to deal with that in just a second. Edgar, as you move into the bush, you see what appears to be a creature with misfitting skin that's covered with warts and moles and just tears streaming down its little chubby skin-filled face as it's just sort of shaking in its place. Silas, as you're trying to become aware of what's going on around you, you actually are going to be messy critical. You get 1 or more stains. You breach the masquerade. You lose a dot from an advantage. So I'm just going to have you do a stain. So under, if you scroll to humanity, you see a little cog wheel on the right of humanity.
Yeah.
Under stains, put 3 right there.
Gotcha.
So you succeeded, but it was a messy success. And so you also hear this sort of whimpering and whining as you go after Edgar. And in front of Edgar, you see this little big, bloated, sort of messy, warty, weeping creature.
Mm.
No one else
Gross.
seems to have heard it or anything.
What? Y'all.
Oh.
Y'all. Get over here.
Kez comes
All right.
forward. Todd, Morty, you guys come
Obviously,
forward.
I'm gonna, hand over a handkerchief to the crime thing.
Oh my god, don't move. Nobody move. Everybody stop.
Ew.
Don't get any closer.
Kez
It's
just inhales
squishy.
quickly.
It's squishy. Squishy, I've been looking for you.
It's
That's my pet
it's-
squonk.
it's a squonk. Where?
Yeah.
I can't believe I've never seen squonk before. This is
Yeah, well, it's because you're fucking loud and you scare them.
I'm
Go
loud.
real
Your
slow.
friends walking through is like elephant.
What did we find?
Excuse.
What did
Everybody
you
just-
see?
Everybody just calm down. I'm gonna go grab him.
It's just.
Come here, Squishy. I've missed you. Where the hell have you been?
As you pick it up, its skin just sort of folds around the shape of your arms. It's all wet and gooey and slick. It's sort of like slippery to your grasp, but as you squeeze it to your chest, the skin sort of pushes out, so it's almost like molding to you with all its extra skin. It's all super wet and moly and warty. It's just weeping in your
That's
arms.
the weirdest damn cat I've ever seen. What's going on?
He
Morty and
missed his
Moldy.
daddy.
It's like Morty.
It's like Morty in your infancy stage. You know how like Colin Robinson reforms?
Maybe.
This is Morty.
I missed you.
All right, so this is a squonk. Kez is completely astonished that you just picked up this mythical creature, and he's just sort of staring at you. I didn't think the ritual worked this well.
Yeah, man, you're fucking good.
The spirits are with us. I do not imagine that this is the murderer of children, though.
No, he just likes to murder some good old Mickey D's from time to time.
Well, if this isn't the murderer, if the cryptid is not the killer, what could it possibly be?
I mean, there's supposed to be more than one in these woods.
We're still looking for Bigfoot.
Is this who you've been
right?
hunting all night?
It's the only thing that I've been hearing, this sort of crashing through the underbrush and crying. I assumed the cryptid was sad.
And
I didn't
also
realize.
could have been one of us. Honestly, we run through here and cry sometimes.
That is true. That is true.
So,
I mean, we're already out here. Well, let's go squatching.
All right. Well, if we're gonna be actually looking for Bigfoot, I think I know why he may be avoiding me. I gotta run back to the house real quick for something. Hold on.
I think it's the fact that you're not wearing pants. Maybe is why he's not
Pretty sure that's it.
around. Okay, so you guys continue to just hunt the area and keep watch for more cryptids.
And also for Bigfoot, I think the tracks should be fairly easy to tell. The first thing we have to look for is a big footprint. That's clearly what we're looking for.
It's true. All right,
Stick with these thoughts there, Morty.
All right, Morty.
Oh, yes.
As you guys
Hello, kid.
return from the hunt, did it upset you that you didn't find any Bigfoot or Big Feet imprints in the ground?
Well, it did, because it seems like it would be the easiest of things to find. But first, for our live audience, let's have a word from our sponsor, Ovaltine.
We don't actually have an Ovaltine spot.
You did not get Ovaltine. Oh.
No sponsors yet. What channel is this on? Tell me it's not
Did we
7
at
or
least
8.
get
We
oatmeal?
have to be in top 3 channels at least.
So Edgar, have you ever seen a squonk before? And do you think that it might be the murderer of these children?
I don't think so. I've never seen one before, but yeah, maybe mildly upset children. I don't think it's capable of murder. Anyway, it's Todd the vampire's pet, so that rules that out automatically. You know, we keep control of our animals, and we're very tight ship. As you've seen, you've been with us for long enough now. You know, we're nothing but professional.
Right. Varying degrees from what we've seen but anyway, the realities are that there could only be a number of possibilities of murderers. And is it a concern that you might be still fingered as the murderer, someone in your group or just vampires in general?
Well, of course, the vampire rule, having vampires pointed out is going to be disgraceful. It's going to cause all sorts of problems, and we will lose social standing. So we can't be having that. Draegor, my sire, would be most disappointed. He always held to the highest standards when it came to maintaining the Masquerade. In fact, he helped invent the Masquerade because of these sort of things.
Oh,
I
that's
just,
fascinating.
Oh, here we Here he goes again. We've all
But he
heard this
did. He was there as a counsel because he realized that we can't just go
Yes.
hunting humans and get upset about this. So he helped write the first 2 paragraphs. Like, come on.
every night with this one. Oh God. Oh God.
And
Okay.
from what I remember, he also signed it the biggest.
I don't know what screen to choose. All right, we're going to take a break because for us, we've been trying to run this for 2 hours, and I must utilize the latrine. So we're going to be taking like a up to 10-minute break. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will be right back. See you on the other side. Thank you all so very much. Before we continue on, I believe there's some sort of novel that Edgar has been a part of creating. Is that true?
Oh yes, well, obviously, I was inspired by Gregor the Conqueror's, cataloging of every creature on the planet. He was part of this, so I've been carrying a journal.
Oh,
Tales of cryptids and just people's experiences with them all throughout the ages.
I have heard of this, and I think anyone who is interested in cryptids or scary tales should probably check it out. There'll be a link in the description, or you can check out Horrific Podcast yourself. All right.
Who's the real life author?
This is real life. What do you mean? Weird question.
Right.
It's
All
an
right.
I
anthology.
believe it's a collection of different authors.
Yes,
Oh,
I may have scribbled
so
about
it's
myself.
like the Bible.
Essentially, yes,
Exactly.
it is that holy.
Exactly like the Bible.
It is a religion. If you read it, it is like a religious experience.
Yeah. You'll be
Each author is better than the last, which doesn't make sense and frankly insults the first one.
Okay, so you guys have gotten back to your home with a squonk in tow. You all are now honorary members of the Osage tribe via Kezrez's ritual. And he went off into the
Murders
night.
have happened yet. We win.
What?
We haven't had a murder the whole time, so we win.
Oh, that's true. You didn't murder one person. It's a good point. And you won. So as the night is worn on, you've been out there all night. You get home and the television is on. Right now it's like a static. And then jumping out of the side, you actually see the familiar of Prince Gustav Dirkenvold, Piet Sieve. And he jumps out, yeah, boy! The prince is almost here, yo! Wah, 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 wah. What you gonna do? What's the problem? What's the plan? You solve the problems? You get all the peoples?
I'm gonna pinch
I
the fuck
thought
out
we
of you.
unsubscribed from this channel or whatever.
It beats watching Magic Mike again. Silas is always putting that on.
That
and
is
frankly,
the best movie. How dare you? You've seen all of them many times. You must love them.
Every time you tell me how unrealistic it is and you go on and on, I just want to see a second movie.
I'll show you a second movie. Damn.
So you get killers, man?
Yeah.
We're getting really close.
We've narrowed it down
What
to
what leads you got, yo?
I mean, it's either a kid or a DJ.
DJ! Doubt it. But it's possible. Figure it out. Piet out.
Wait, hold on. Do you
Is
think
it
you
just
can use
me,
the
or
front
is
door
anyone else
next time?
Yeah, I am beginning to like him, though. Is it just me? It's kind of growing
It's
on
just
me.
you.
Oh,
That would, in fact, be a you thing. All right. So, this kid, we have a plan now to intercept him at prom, right? But we don't know necessarily that he's planning on going to prom. Well, I think we can fix that.
We'll make him. He knows he cannot resist this. This is an excellent plan.
I think
So good,
we
even
get
Gregor
one
could
of
have thought of it.
Morty's contacts, who's definitely a grandma or somebody at the school, and we get them
Ethel, Bertha,
to go to
sure.
prom together, and that we can ensure that he's there.
The only problem with the prom scenario,
There's no problem.
Homeboy's on his way right
Prom.
now, and that's a week away. I think we need to figure
Hey,
this
you
out.
go
a
to
little bit
prom
sooner.
too, and then it's all organized, and we don't have to do anything in the house. Let's take the prince to prom.
Hell, that's a great
So he's just
idea.
gonna hang out here for a week and get more and more mad at us.
No,
Well,
we take him to
'cause
prom.
We have to. He's a prince.
He's
gonna
arriving
wanna
as the
go
prom
get
happens,
his
we take him-
outfit together and stuff like that.
It's true. If we have an outfit trying on montage, I think
I
he
am
might forget.
hyper convincing and manipulative. So I think we can try to talk our way into making him be part of the interception of the killer, and he could get part of the credit too. We could be like, you could be there when we do it, and then you'll be in the newspapers, whatever.
And we just held off for the prince arriving.
Yeah,
We
'cause
could have
we
caught
have
the
to
killer
make our,
10
the
times, but
rest
we
of
wanted the prince to have the collar because
right
it's
now,
only
based
right.
off,
You,
it's not like we have the ability to get blood types or go look at APHIS or anything like that. So as far as investigative work on the bodies we have, we're SOL. Until another body pops up with more information, which I do not hope it does, what we need to do is focus on the information that we have and the plan we got.
So Todd, the walkie-talkie the Nighthawks gave you starts squelching. Are you there? Are you there?
I spoke it into
Yes?
existence.
You won't believe what we discovered. There's a bit of a van down by the river. We suspect that's the killer. The Nighthawks believe it to be so. Would you like to join us on our hunt?
Fuck yeah. Over.
You just stepped on me. You have to wait till I say over before you start saying something and then you say over. It's called radio discipline. Over.
Hey. Over.
So, was that over an acknowledgement of understanding that radio discipline needs to be maintained? Over?
Over. Over.
There was 2 overs. I don't know what that means.
We call that over.
So does the
easy,
over
just like
mean
I like
that
my
you
name.
understand over?
Morty wants over easy. Over.
I would like an over medium, please.
Silas, over easy. Or over medium, sorry.
Oh, okay, over. So
Over, okay.
Whoa,
it's
whoa.
down. It's about 1.5 miles down the southern river toward the center of the town. Over easy. Are you talking about? Are you ordering breakfast? Over.
Yeah, you're by the Denny's,
I mean,
aren't
is
you? The
that an
river's right by the
option?
Denny's right
Like,
there. Over.
yeah, but Silas saying that's by the Denny's. Is that right? Over.
Who's Silas? Over.
Me.
Don't worry about that. But it's by Denny's, right? Over.
It's about 1 mile away from Denny's, but it's along that same trajectory where the river winds. Over.
Gotcha.
All right. Do you think you can call in the
Bruh.
order for us, and then we'll get it on our way, and then we'll meet you there? Thanks. Over and out.
Hopefully they got that.
It was very clear to me. All right, so you
If we
know
get
now
steak,
that there's
I'll
a
be most
van
upset.
down by the river. You have a prom that you might be able to do something with. You could try to get this kid to go to prom. You could go try to find him. You could go check out the DJ. You could, I don't know. There's all sorts of different openings here that you can explore.
Well, we got ordering at the restaurant at this point, hopefully. So we got to go get that, and then I figure since we're only 1 mile away from the van by the river, we go see that. If there's not a dead body in that, I say we take the van by the river.
So you do know
Okay.
that
Agreed.
the sun is dawn is approaching. Like you guys were out all night in the forest hunting cryptids. So you don't have a lot of
Gosh,
time
dang
before
it.
dawn. So it's kind of up to you whether you want to risk that, but you could die.
Well, I mean,
Well,
if we're
at
out in the
least
woods,
we got to go
like, we
get
can
our
al-
eggs.
there's that. And if we're in the woods, I mean, Silas just digs holes in the woods and sleeps in them anyways. And I'm old as shit, so I can handle that. So, worst case
Are you
scenario,
sure
we'll
we
just
go out
dig
there?
some
Our
holes
full-
and bury ourselves.
Do we still
Are
have
you
those pop-out
suggesting a good old
coffins? You know,
egg
the
and
space
dig?
bucket ones?
I
Okay.
love a good old egg and dig. Let's do it.
Oh, why hasn't
Alright.
nobody invented that?
An egg and dig? I don't know.
No, a pop-up coffin. Like the tents,
I-
the pop-up tents, but it goes in the shape of a coffin.
Like, I have
You're
one in
an
my
inventor.
garage.
A poppin'.
Of course you do. So there's a very, very real threat of sunlight killing you. This is, I mean, I know we're being silly, but your characters will die if you get caught out in the sun. So I just
Or-
want to make sure
oh.
that that's incredibly clear before you decide to do this.
What
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
van
it's
by the? Get those nerds back on the radio. Ask them if the van is paneled or if it has window. If it's paneled, we can just block out the back and sleep back there and like investigate during the daytime or whatever.
That's
Hey,
it.
are you
From
guys
now
there?
on,
over.
the guy in the assless chaps is in charge. That's a great idea.
Woo! No,
Shh.
I am wearing pants.
Yes.
Maintain radio silence. Over. Shh.
Ugh.
Okay, I guess that's not going to happen. I mean, I'm down to risk it if you're down to risk it. We just might be sleeping in a hole under the van down by the river.
Worst comes to worst, we can also sleep in the walk-in fridge.
That's
at the
true.
restaurant.
Denny's is just right there, and it's 24 hours. So
And we know they don't care
Oh.
about nothing at all.
that is true.
I've
Not
slept
quite
there
Waffle
before.
House, but close.
No.
So what's the plan?
Denny's,
Check out the
river,
van.
sun comes up. If the van is habitable, we stay there. If inhabitable, we go back to the Denny's, sleep there.
Okay, so Silas is willing to risk it. Todd, are you?
Oh yeah. I have no problem digging a hole.
That can take hours.
Dude, I'm almost 300 years old. It's not going to take hours.
I'm magic, yeah, too.
Okay, Morty, are you gonna go along with this?
I'm not as quick as the rest of these young tykes, so I imagine that I might have to skip on the Denny's and meet you guys at the van, because I can't get there and back again. Oh, that's a good hobbit
Well-
type, but I can't do
Well,
it
then
and get there.
How
in
are
time.
you hiding from the sun if you're not that quick?
Why don't you just stay
I
here,
want to
old
get to
man?
the van, I think, right? Edgar, you want to head to the van and we'll meet up after they get their Denny's?
As long as they bring the Denny's with them.
Well, of course,
For
that
us?
goes without saying.
Priorities.
That's why we're
You've
going
done
to
that
Denny's
before.
first.
You've forgotten. And
Or
yeah,
why don't you could
I'll have to
also
have
go
two
to
house
the
meetings
old
about that.
folks' home. I don't know how dark it is there during the daytime, but and start working on a contact at the high school. Don't be creepy about it. It's normal.
Oh, you're talking about hospice care? I mean, House of Spice care? Yes, I could go there, but I don't know how.
Yeah, see if
going to the
one of
prom
them
would be.
got a granddaughter who looks nerdy enough to go to school or to go to prom last minute.
All right. Do that.
Okay, so as
Very
Morty
susceptible.
goes off to the House of Spice, and
Hospice is so funny. That is hilarious. I didn't notice that at first. Hospice.
Edgar, you were heading to the van, or are you going with Morty?
I'll go with Morty. And we'll
Okay.
go get this plan in action.
All right, so we're going to put a pin in Edgar and Morty. We're going to have Silas and Todd go to Denny's. So you guys, is someone driving? Do either of you know how to drive? Are you walking? How you getting there?
Todd
I was
knows
just going
how
to turn into a
drive.
bat.
But
Oh,
All right. Can I do
I
that?
get.
for the sake of
I
the
mean, you're a
story.
vampire.
Sweet. Let's bat down there then.
Bat?
Bat?
Okay, so you guys right outside of Denny's. It's there's like 3 or 4 cars in the parking lot. There's a couple people inside, but it's really quiet. You've got sort of muzak playing in the overhead. Track lighting is sort of flickering in one corner as you walk in. This seemingly dead on her feet woman. You just stand there. It's just the two of you.
We had an order called in, possibly under Todd or Silas.
Please wait a second. She
You got it,
wanders
ma'am.
into the back. She comes back out. There have been no orders called in. Would you like a
Those
booth?
motherfuckers.
No, thank you. We will be back
No.
later, though. Will you get together one of each type of easy egg? Like over easy, over meat, or every over type of egg. I need all
I'm
of
not
the
going to
over.
do that.
Thank you. Okay, well,
If you're sitting
don't
down,
like
I'll
you
take
very
your
much.
order, but I'm not going to prepare food while you leave. That's just not how we do it here at Denny's. We have standards.
Yeah, standards.
We take
all
pride
right, all right.
in our
We'll
uniforms
come back later
and
then.
in our
Goodbye.
food. Have a
I
Denny
don't know, Todd,
day.
if you wanna try.
Oh, the hell, lady.
Okay, so as you guys are walking, where are you going next? The van?
Yeah, we'll just go straight. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we'll just go straight to the
Ran down
van.
by the
Okay.
river.
I want to talk about the House of Spice here for a moment. How do you guys get there?
Right? I don't.
Is that what you want to
I
do?
think I
Edgar,
get-
how do you get there?
Bad as usual, just
All right.
there we go.
So there's a sort of overhang from the entrance, so you can drive a car underneath the overhang. It's
But
kind of
While we're
chill.
flying, I'm going to say to Morty, "Oh, you kept this one quiet? Oh, sure and sure. Like in the house, I see you kept this one off the road. How come? You like your own special little eating out places? Don't share with the house." As we're flying,
This is why you wanted to
so something
go.
bad doesn't be like.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze,
In the
Everyone
sky.
make their best bat sound. Go.
And it's like
Winner, winner.
I don't know.
All right, so Morty, what do you say to that? He's accusing you of hiding the House of Spice.
This is the funniest thing I've ever defended. But look, listen, I was gonna bring it up at the next meeting, but I was mad at you for what you did to me, and frankly, I was a little angry about it. It was not nice putting a full-length mirror at the top of the stairs. I can't see my reflection. I thought I was walking further in the hallway. I tumbled down ass over feet. So you know what? Fair's play is fair's play. That's not the expression.
I didn't do that. Why would you accuse me of such a thing? That is so childish.
Oh, I heard you laughing as I fell
All right,
down.
um,
I'm 100% going to laugh.
Which one of you two did the mirror thing?
Well, here's the thing. We were together one night having some drinks, and we thought that the space looked kind of small. And we had learned recently that a mirror can really open a space up.
And did you think the top of the stairs was the best choice, Todd? You're muted.
No, I was trying to work on my ventriloquist act, but
Oh.
it clearly wasn't working very well. Yeah, it just seemed like it'd be like the right place. It'd be pretty funny. I honestly was thinking Morty would probably get scared and think he was going to fall down another set of stairs.
But he's
So
a
I'm sure you can
vampire.
understand why I didn't. Well, yeah, he's not going to see himself in the mirror, so all he's going to see is a set of stairs in front of him. Like, I don't think you understand. Like,
Okay.
you guys aren't always here to see how much shit he runs into. It's fantastic.
It's true. Okay. So back at the House of Spice, you guys land, and it's kind of a worn down hospice. There's a driver who's like just pulling away. You see some people moving in the hallway inside, but it's pretty quiet. What's your plan?
Well, we'll go indoors.
Okay.
Don't think
So
being on
as
the
you
roof is a
walk
good idea.
in, you see there's like a admissions desk not far from the entrance, behind this sort of plexiglass window, a little hole with a little speaker subset into it. You just, can I help you?
Watch our egg order be here.
I was actually going to obfuscate in rather
Oh.
than be like obvious.
Tell me about that.
Right.
This is a discipline.
20 doesn't. Yep. So.
Is it a presence
oh God,
thing?
Don't. Attribution abilities. Of course, all the ready stuff.
What's the parent discipline that it's under?
It's under stealth.
Under stealth.
I've used it before. It basically lets me
It's a skill?
Cloak of Shadows. That was the one. Sorry. Does this not bring up the little?
Cloak of Shadows.
Where's the description?
I have no idea what you're
Oh,
talking
where's the
about.
little? Oh, this is I'm used the Foundry. Sorry. I haven't used Roll20 in ages. You normally get the little
Edgar.
description of the power.
Could you do that thing where you stare into
So
their eyes
261.
and they go all like hypnosis-y? Could
No,
you do that?
basically,
I've seen that in-
you stand for him, go in my pocket, and I just past the
Standing
reception, nobody's
perfectly
asking
still, the
questions.
user blends into the surroundings. As long as they have some kind of cover, make no sound, and don't move. Only mechanical or supernatural means can detect them. So you can stand outside of the door and use that, but if you move inside, you're no longer using it.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I wasn't wanting to like just walk up the reception. I was just wanting to like sneak past it.
Okay. So, Morty, what's your plan?
Well, the idea is to find someone who it looks like they might have a hot granddaughter, and then see if we could convince them to convince the granddaughter to ask our man out on the prom. It's a fail-proof plan. It can't fail.
Right. So, how are you entering the building? More specifically, I
Dreading.
guess.
No.
Well, the receptionist knows me. I could just say hi. I come and I talk and console the women quite often. The people that visit their loved ones. They know
Okay.
me.
The bouncer.
So
in
as you
your eyes, I'm
enter,
sure.
the thing's all skrrr. Morty, what brings you this late at night? You usually come at the beginning of the evening when everyone is sort of winding down with Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
Well, yes, I know. But I got held up at the senior center. I was playing a riveting game of Kaplunk, and I apologize I'm late. But I do still want to make the rounds and see where I could be of service, helping console people.
I'm
How's
afraid
Ethel doing?
most people are trying their best to stay asleep. Ethel, I'm sad to say that she's taken a turn for the worse. All right, Edgar, give me a stealth and dexterity check. As you're like
Yeah, because while they're talking, obviously I don't want to make it obvious that I'm.
duck and roll.
Yeah, I'll
hope-
try to like maneuver so I block his, so he can sneak past. That helps. Like as he's walking, I'm kind of like angling.
Will that give me like a
block
+1?
What's that?
Will that give me a +1 then?
No, just roll straight up.
Just straight up. Okay. It was worth a try.
3 successes. That's good.
Yep, just.
So you're just like crawling on the ground, jumping and rolling and tumbling. What should be clearly,
Behind a pop
obviously, painfully obvious, you succeeded at.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe how you did it?
So, yeah, that's it. So I see the pot plant and I like tumble over it, get behind it, use the things. I see the sofa. I do another just over to the sofa,
Right.
get behind it, and then I'll sort of monkey crawl across to the door that leads down the corridor.
Okay. You go in and there's just a little doo sound from the door opening and closing that the attendant at the desk doesn't seem to even notice, but Morty, you see it. But you didn't even see anyone move past it. So Edgar was incredibly good at what he was doing.
But when I get to the corner, I'm under myself. They know his name. He's been coming here more than once. This isn't just a one-off thing. He's been holding out on us. So
son of a
my
bitch.
plan is room to room. Obviously, the right person will have a photograph on the bedside cabinet of the hot granddaughter.
Right.
So I'm gonna
That's
go.
so freaking smart, dude.
Give me an investigation and intelligence check. So Morty, as he's going through the
didn't even see
rooms, the guy's like, "You're more than welcome to go in, Morty, if you'd like. If any of the guards in there see you or the late night nurses, just let them know that I approved it. You'll be fine."
What's the blue one mean?
The blue one is a critical success,
Whoa!
so you get 2 of those, and it counts for 4 points rather than just 1. So that'd be really good.
We have
In either
options,
case,
right?
you got 3 out of 2. So
Everyone
Morty, as
here
you're
has
moving
hot
through,
granddaughters.
you actually see Edgar
So I'm checking
standing.
the gilfs' rooms for their gilfs. For their pictures of their own
Yeah.
gilfs.
Yeah,
So we can get some gilf action happening.
yeah,
That's canon now. Great.
yeah. It's a lot of skin.
Writing down
I'm just getting a lot of
room
lace.
numbers,
Never
number
got
out
the
of
lace
10,
his
how
top,
hot
so-
they are,
So
how long
gross.
they got left on this mortal coil.
Just get through the giblets and you'll be all right. All right, so
It's like getting a bag of giblets and livers at the gas station.
Ew,
Okay,
uh,
I eat liver. Everyone needs to be nice to liver.
I fucking
So,
love liver.
Edgar, you're like looming over this person that is clearly, even in its sleeping, is a gilf, and she has
my favorite
a
thing
sign
of favorite things.
of a sign. She has a picture of a young lady who she's got glasses and chess set in front of her. It looks like maybe it was some sort of like competition or something that she.
Oh, chess set. Oh, right.
Morty, you
So excited!
Oh,
Holy shit!
what's the chest set?
Morty, you
Explain.
walk in as you see him looming over this one old lady. You
Oh,
recognize her.
I'm gonna have a little. I'm gonna have a little breakfast anyway, or like supper.
So you see him dipping into it. What do you say? What do you do?
Ew.
Penelope, you be nice to Penelope. She's had a rough go of it lately. But I think you picked the right one. That granddaughter definitely looks smoking hot.
Jeez. So she doesn't wake when you sink your teeth into her, and you can get one.
Yeah, because that's my
Hunger
way.
back.
That's the way I prefer to feed, anyways, when they're sleeping. So
That's how I
A
prefer to
sleeping
do it
gilf.
too. Then there's no
Yeah.
judgment,
Oh,
Same way they don't feel it.
and it's okay. All right, it's okay.
as long as
It's
it's
okay.
consensual, which it can be.
When they're asleep,
well,
there's
she didn't say
consent.
no, so I would.
You can agree beforehand. There could be
We're
an
all gonna be
agreement.
canceled.
I'm not arguing
All right.
this. I don't need to argue this with you people.
So
Just trying to make it so we're not canceled.
Edgar,
yeah,
you
that's it.
feed off of her for a moment, and Penelope does taste quite nice. A little bit of like a V8, vibe. It's kind of nice. So, what's your plan?
As-
Now, what are you doing next?
So I think,
think we
we
should-
need.
Go ahead.
We need to make Penelope a familiar,
It's
so
dramatic
she'll do what
choice.
she tells us.
Oh my gosh.
You could also just like
You can
visit
just kill her. She'll be an old
Yeah,
lady
just talk
vampire
to her.
forever.
No, that's not very reasonable.
No, that's no, because she could say no and not go with the plan, or just not understand the importance of it. So she needs to be under our thrall.
So, Morty,
Alright.
that seems a little excessive in your experience. What do you have to say about that?
That was not going to be my plan, and frankly, it surprised me. But I was more along the lines of, using words and talking to her. So, we'll call yours Plan B if you'd like, and table it for now. But I say we actually use words first.
Yeah, I can understand why you don't want me to have a familiar here in your little harem, that you've held down on and not included in the house rota. And yeah, I understand totally your motivations for wanting to go your direction with your women. Yeah, of course. Yes, Morty, not selfish at all.
Well, you know what we could do? I was experimented on my deathbed by Dr. Klaus, a German scientist. He killed thousands of people, and he turned me into a kindred on my deathbed. But I don't want to speak ill of the Germans. They make fine automobiles. I mean, they have their merit. So let's do this. Let's offer Penelope the same thing that I was given against my will. Let's give her the
Rope?
ability to be a vampire, and then she'll be one of us, and she'll convince her granddaughter. What do you think?
What the
I think familiar's the safer bet. At least she won't go in a puff of smoke. She's go to see her granddaughter during the day.
I don't know how to make it familiar is really the embarrassing part. So I've been not agreeing to your theory because I just didn't know how to do it. But if you know how to do it, I say let's go with it.
Maybe the old folks' home is right next to the Panera. She knows how to do it.
You know what? It's not far from it.
Yeah, I think yeah.
So
make
you're
her
gonna
familiar.
try to make her a familiar?
Yes, that's not a
Okay.
crack.
Well,
Why
for
not?
the sake of game mechanics, we're just gonna go with that. and you sink
I
your
love it.
teeth and drain her so she's almost dying. She opens her eyes wide, just terror as she gazes upon Edgar, and then a little bit of familiarity and confusion when she looks at Morty, who's
Morty has
standing
something over my
behind her, waving behind Edgar.
Hello.
What happening? So, are you gonna cut yourself and let her suck from you? She's like, this vile. And her body just sort of like shakes for a minute and then just stops moving on the bed.
Oh
Then
my
we're going to cut
gosh.
over to Silas and Todd the vampire as they are moving toward the location down by the side of the river toward where this van is supposed to be. Give me an investigation and intelligence check. Or if you want to do awareness and intelligence, that would be okay too.
Okay, I'm going to do awareness because I actually have some points in that. Damn it.
Well, you got one of 2 successes, and then 2
I
failures with.
Fail.
But I got the bestial failure.
All right. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna die.
Cameron. I'm gonna roll and see what compulsion you have to act out, because that seems better. A 1, hunger. All right. As you start slowly moving toward what appears to be the area that you've been directed to, you see one of the Night Hawks, just someone in a trench coat, just sort of coming in late at night. They've got the little flashlight. They're shining on the ground, and the sense of hunger overpowers you. What do?
Is there anybody looking?
It's nighttime.
I'm not gonna say I'm not seeing or hearing anybody else. Just seeing that dude.
So describe exactly what happens.
Like, damn, I am fucking hungry. I think I'm gonna sneak up on this guy and see if I can get a little taste off of him. Or because it's bestial failure, am I like
It's a compulsion.
ravenous? And...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So I wouldn't be able to use persuasion.
No, you're just acting out of the beast is taking over.
Curious. Okay. Well, fuck it. Beast's taking over. I'm eating.
Okay, so Todd just stops for a second, turns his head, and just starts charging into the darkness, Silas. You're not sure what happened exactly, but then you just see him leap in the air and just and like drop down on top of one of the Night Hawks, the sort of community watch people, and just draining him as the person's just like screaming in the night, and then quickly stops screaming. What do you do?
All right, Todd. Todd, if you don't leave him a little bit alive or make him a vampire right now, we're going to have another body on our hands and all evidence will be pointing to you, buddy. So you better figure it out.
So he's
And
not
I'm gonna
really
put my
responding to
finger
anything.
up his butt as I say this.
And you hit the
Wrong
reset button.
Yeah. Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Remember?
Oh god, did I kill him? Is he dead?
Look down. Does he look dead?
He is slowly breathing, but it's very weak.
So while you've got that, is
Okay.
it left and right? What gets him to calm down the most? Is it
No, it's you got to go down at an angle just a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah. Everybody knows you go towards the prostate. That's the reset
That's
button.
true. That's true.
Well, shit. If he's still breathing, I'm freaking the fuck out. So I'm gonna hurry up and cut a little and get some drops
Yeah.
going in his mouth to at least keep him not dead.
Okay, so just
Yeah, I
quick
think
lore
that's a good
dump. You could just lick the wound, and he would think he just had like a drug trip and not remember it at all.
Lick him. Boy.
Okay, then that's what I'm doing.
Okay, Silas, how
that
long are you keeping
boy.
your finger buried in that butthole?
Oh.
Okay. Todd.
I think just leave it in there to Todd notices. It's like, all right.
She's just like, just leaving it there.
I was
all right.
massaging
so-
the whole time. I was kind of waiting for something to happen. But
It's like a
if
remote
he's not
control.
in-
Can guide him around the place like.
All right. Super weird. Todd, you lick the wound, and the guy's just like laying there, just just sort of freaking out for a moment before he just sort of rests and it almost like goes into it like this sleep state. What do you guys do now? You know Nighthawks are out here somewhere.
I
We put
drag
him in
him
a
over
tree.
a little bit. Get him
put
like
him in a
not anywhere
tree.
near us.
You put
That's what I do with bodies. Like it's in my character's description. I put them in trees. So I just what I do with things I want to be hidden. Humans don't look up very often.
I heard humans can't look up. It's
Works
a
for
neck
me.
thing.
I heard they drown in the rain if they do.
Fact.
All right, so you guys are pulling this guy up into a tree. I'm gonna want some strength and athletics, I guess. Athletics and strength check. Let's see if you're strong enough to pull this
Not survival.
old man.
Etiquette, perhaps.
Etiquette. No. 4 successes. Wow. All right. Good
I'm a
job.
strong boy.
So you just
It's definitely
scamper
in the
this
tree.
body up into the tree. He looks actually pretty comfortable. All things considered.
Fun fact. I'll send you guys pictures of this somewhere. I climbed a tree last summer, and I took a tree branch directly to the top of the head, and there just blood started pouring down my face. I got so many pictures. It looks so cool.
Wow.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
metal. Edgar did that earlier today. All right, so Todd and Silas, now that you have disposed of or hidden the victim, what do you do? Are you going to continue down toward the actual location?
Yeah, we should probably get to the van. That way nobody suspects anything.
As you start to approach the area, the hill, as you start to go and look down toward the river bed, it's actually like a motorhome. It's not a van, and everything's foiled up, and you're seeing this sort of mist coming out of the cracks of the door and the sliding windows of this motorhome.
Oh
It's
my God,
completely sealed.
I think we found a meth lab.
I think
Score.
we did too. Awesome. Let's make some friends.
Edgar and
Hell yeah.
Morty back at the wait, what was it called again? Hotel
House of Spice.
Care.
House of Spice. Back at the hotel or the House of Spice, Penelope opens her eyes with new vampire. Wait, you were making her a familiar, or you were making her a vampire?
Yes.
Familiar? Okay.
Yeah,
She
because
op-
we needed to operate during the daytime to speak to your gilf.
She opens her eyes and just sort of like leans her liver-spotted, wrinkly arms out at you. Master, I am yours to command.
Well, first command is sun's coming up. You need to hide us in the cupboard and make sure nobody opens it during the day.
The cupboard, my wardrobe.
Is there not like an over? Because I think the wardrobe is going to get open during the day. If there's like a top like cupboard bit, we'll bat and we'll use a little reel hang upside down and
Okay.
just stay there during the day.
Yeah. Okay. She like gets out on shaky arms and legs, lifts it up, opens up the cupboard above the wardrobe, and you guys just bat. Go inside, and she closes it. I'll wake you in the evening, and she like knocks on it. Is
Thanks,
there
Penelope. You're a sweetheart.
anything else I can
Yeah.
do for you, Master?
We will talk later.
Okay. Oh.
Penelope, did you ever finish reading that book, Little Women? How'd it go?
It's a lovely tale. Thank you so very much, Morty, for suggesting
Welcome, and
it.
thanks for helping us. Thanks.
I was very happy that you helped me with that need of mine last weekend.
Let's keep that
I'll
on the
turn my
down.
bat head around and I'll just scowl at Morty. Just
Oh,
I'll
Keep that on
scowl
the
at him
down
with
low.
bat.
I have a very common face. I'm sure it was someone else who looked like me. I get that a
Okay.
lot.
So you guys are Silas and Todd. You guys are at the what's clearly a meth lab in the middle of the Ozarks, next to the river. There's other Nighthawks around here, and then the after the glow, the sort of alpenglow of the morning as the sun is starting to rise. It hasn't broken into the canopy yet, but you know you've got to do something like quickly.
Wonderful. I
Yeah,
call
we-
out. I'll give you guys $300 cash if you let us crash during the daytime in your RV.
You're yelling out to the RV?
I
Absolutely.
mean, it's
wow.
better than walking up and knocking on the door.
I guess. You guys hear like
And I take off
shotguns.
my shirt too.
You're a dude.
It's ab time. It's ab time.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to question your abs. The power of your abs
You
compels them.
A producer at best, so you better hush.
Okay, so you hear shotguns being racked. A door kicks open, and a shotgun. The end of it. I'm clearly a gun guy. Is hanging out the door.
The end.
Who the hell is that? The barrel.
There you go. I have the $300 tucked into my pants right here, and I go. Wait, what's my character's? It's Buck.
Butch Bareback.
Thank you.
Yes, Butch Bareback.
It's Butch. I need a place to stay. You might know me. I was an extra in the recently released oh gosh. I don't know those movies well enough to actually reference them. I haven't played
Magic
an
Mike
Adam.
3 home edition.
I'm an
Went straight
extra
to the
in the
video.
Magic Mike 3 director's assistance cut.
It's very convincing. I'm gonna need what are we gonna use for this? Manipulation.
Charisma.
Baby
Okay,
oil?
well we can use charisma. Let's do charisma manipulation.
Performance. Damn it. Okay. Charisma manipulation.
You're gonna need 3 successes for this.
You got it, boo.
And those are
Damn.
3 hunger dice successes.
Don't fail.
They're not critical, but they are successes. All right, so let's play this out for a minute. He's like, "Are you out of your damn money?" Opens it up. He's like, "Oh my goodness, it really is you. What are you doing out here in the middle of the Ozarks?" He just sort of like drops the shotgun down. Please come in.
Can my friend come? I'm sorry. We both need a place to stay for the day.
Your friend. Who's your friend?
Well, we're
My abs
actually
aren't as
going
good,
to
I'm
prom
sorry.
together. I could tell you about it.
Come on in. Come on in. Look, don't mind the
Thank you.
mess. I'm just working.
Oh, of course not. What's your name?
Hold on, I actually do have his name.
Great.
I didn't think you were going to do this.
Remember.
I had no basis for this reaction.
I don't know why you doubt me, Adam. And
So
my
this is
abs.
my name's Greg, Greg Dalt, and Buck. Can I just say I'm a huge fan. I mean, every time I want to get my girl primed, I just put that Magic Mike 3 on, and sweet hell, it does it every single time.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you. I really do. Come on in,
well-
come on in. He closes, and you guys are just hit with this smell of just meth, this sort of fog inside. He puts back down this little gas mask thing he's got on his face. He's like, "Do you guys have one of these? You need one?
Eh.
You're
This isn't
pretty
my
messed
first
up if you
rodeo.
don't."
Actually, we're pretty used to it, and I don't think it can hurt us, right? A side game? We can't be hurt by this,
Are you
right?
going to warn them off that the
Drugs
neighborhood watches?
in the blood would affect you, but just you don't breathe, so no.
But if we wanted to, we could get a little high going.
You would
We
have
do it through
to,
the blood.
yeah,
We'd have to drink his blood.
yeah. You'd have to
Um,
get him high and then drink his blood.
All right. Well, we might be able to talk about that later, but yeah. We'll take a mask just for looking
So you
sake.
hear the squelch of the hand radio start. Hey, has anyone seen Greg? Has anyone seen Greg?
Oh my
Over.
God, those
No, we
freaking
haven't seen Greg.
nerds.
Where is he? What's going on? I don't know. There's someone who's like he was just gone.
Just turn it off. Turn it off. Just turn it off.
Oh, I was gonna
And
add
this
the- I-
Greg Dalt, not the same Greg, he's like, wait a second. What are you doing with a walkie-talkie? Are you cops?
Whoa.
Lifts
Whoa,
of the
whoa,
shotgun.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nope.
Okay. So
These are just
actually,
our
we
friends.
put a
We're playing
body in
laser
the
tag.
trees, and apparently his name is Greg.
There could be
Also,
more
you
than
don't have
one
a
Greg in this world.
walkie-talkie? You don't have a walkie-talkie? You should get a walkie-talkie, that we could walkie-talkie.
You're pretty bad at making drugs if you don't have some form of surveillance.
So it sounds like the
No
body you
one
put up
knows
in the
about
trees
this
was
place,
named Greg.
man.
I mean, we ran into you.
We found it.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
what are you doing out here? What would Magic Mike 3 straight-to-home video star be doing in the middle of the Ozarks? That's a
I
good
literally just told
question.
you we just were hiding a body, and we needed a place to hide. You
I can't deal with that
think-
weight.
Ugh.
You guys are going to have to find somewhere
right.
else.
All right,
Damn.
time to vampire this stuff.
What are you going to do?
Todd, shall we?
Kill him.
Kill him?
Alright.
Jeez. You guys go from
Or,
0
I mean,
to
we could-
10.
We could hypnotize him too. I mean, I'm good either way.
Do you guys
I
have
mean,
any
my hunger's-
disciplines that might work?
Pretty medium.
Oh, you have hunger still?
I have, well, I think it added one when it shouldn't have, but I have 3. So I could feed.
You have 3 hunger? Yeah, you're hungry for sure.
I'm a feed.
All right, so it's a strength and brawl to like leap on and bite him. You're gonna
I
need
think
2
he's like
successes.
what kind of drugs? What kind of with meth? He's a meth addict?
Yeah.
No, he's making meth.
Strength and brawl.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's a coke addict.
He's not high right now, if that's what you're getting at.
Did
Yeah,
I
no,
confuse
he
you, or
moves out of
did-
the way, uses the butt of the shotgun to sort of hit you in the back of the
What?
head. You take 1
I
superficial.
didn't roll. This is my roll.
Oh, that was Cameron.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were both rolling because I thought we were both feeding.
You get out of here.
You
You
just disregard
you just
mine.
killed
then.
a
Todd
guy.
lunges at him. He steps aside, moves the shotgun
Yeah.
around, hits you in the back of the head, so you sort of stumble forward. And Silas leaps on him from behind and just sinks his teeth into the Greg's neck. Just
I'm gonna be high on meth. No.
he is not high. I've said this like 3 times.
Dang it. Well, feed it to him.
He's
then,
ma-
while we're- no.
Rips your mask off. Drink.
Not even
drink
fully,
deep.
it's still battery acid at this point.
I
It's
don't know
not fully
anything
made.
about meth. It could be a food for all I know. So I might.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We can tell because you have all your teeth. You clearly don't know about meth.
Yeah.
So you're like sinking your teeth into him and his body's sort of shaking. Are you going to stop before you murder him?
How
Because
long
remember,
does
the Nighthawks are right outside. If they come a knocking,
Yeah, okay, I got a plan for that. But how long does the amnesia last? Like, would he remember us freaking out or him freaking out? and
it's
all
not going to
that?
last all
Or we-
day. It might be like an hour or something. He thought he had this weird
But how
drug trip.
how long does it back up his memory? Like, is he not going to remember?
He won't
45
remember you
minutes ago?
attacking him at all. So he'll remember you
Alright.
guys being invited in, probably.
I'm gonna lick that wound. I'm gonna turn to Todd and say, "How do we get this man really high on his own supply?"
I don't see any like fully cooked, so I don't know. Unless he's got like some baggy stash somewhere.
You'd have to investigate.
Investigate time. I was like,
Investigating.
"Can I roll for investigation?"
Yeah, investigation intelligence.
Uh-oh. Oh, and I just fed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I gotta do something with dice there.
1 success. Okay, so you're looking around and you actually see near the front there's a sort of those portable safes. They're like fire resistant and they sort of close in on themselves. You see one of those in the floorboard of the passenger seat.
Wonderful. Let us open that.
How are you going to open it? 'Cause when you try
Is
to
it
open
for
it, just
dial or
lifting it,
beep,
it looks locked. It's clearly locked.
Turning or beep beep beep?
No, it's a key.
Oh, it's a key.
Yeah.
Well, where are the keys? Look for his keys.
Okay, you find him on his body after looking around. After a while, the sun is clearly out. You guys can just sense it. And while this is foiled windows and everything, you're still getting the feeling of being caught out in the sun and feeling incredibly vulnerable and hoping no one opens any doors or anything. Panic is going to start setting in as you guys are just like hoping beyond hope that he wasn't expecting anyone and the Nighthawks weren't going to do anything as you're sort of standing by. The
I'm
morning...
gonna lock the RV door.
Smart.
They lock.
So you close and lock everything.
Also, they're Nighthawks, not Dayhawks. So
Yeah.
unless there's a shift change,
It's
they're all
true.
good.
It's true. The Dayhawks come out and just dancing. Edgar and Morty, you guys are in the cupboard. There's a couple close calls, but damn it, Penelope is her name. Does a good job of... I have to write her name. Penelope Familiar Edgar. Penelope does a good job of distracting them. She's like, I don't need my linen changed. I don't mind conserving a little water for the wash. Because you guys are up in this sort of upper cabinet area and you see that there's some spare blankets and sheets up there with you. The day goes long for Silas and Todd as well. You're stuck in here just hoping. No one seems to be coming. He was very clearly alone and thought he was going to be alone for a while as he cooked up his meth. You guys got the key and opened it up and you saw that there were some baggies of these blue sort of crystal shards in the actual safe itself. And it looks like, you know, you guys aren't like drug kingpins, but you've been around long enough. This is thousands of dollars worth of drugs.
Did he fully
Score.
satiate my hunger, or
One of
just
them.
one dot?
One dot.
Okay, perfect. That's what I did.
So
Thank
after
you.
an hour, he sort of comes to. He's like, "Oh, man, I really don't try not to take any of my own supply, but I think my mask might be off or something. I feel really messed up. Oh, it's
Hey,
you two.
dude,
You're here
you
still.
good?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. If it wasn't for us, you probably would have died.
Oh, you saved my life.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
that's what
yeah,
friends
we-
do, man.
But I would suggest that you're probably going to have a crazy migraine. We think you should lay down until it gets dark out so the light doesn't bother you.
Okay.
And maybe we can get you some water. Do you need some ibuprofen? How could we help you?
He's like, maybe if I just get some water and lay down for a while. I really do need to get back to cooking though. They're expecting me tomorrow evening. And let me tell you,
Alright, well-
Yuri Guitrov is not one to be messing with. He's going to be expecting a supply.
Okay, buddy. Well, is there anything we can do to assist in, like, we're not experts, but is there anything you could trust us with that might help you out later?
No, if you've never cooked meth before, I don't want you messing with it. Just
Wonderful. I will
tight.
sweep your floors and clean up a little bit so it's nice when you get out here.
thank you. That's very kind of you.
And I
Okay.
will supervise.
You're welcome. Go lay down, bud.
Okay.
Bless your heart.
So the day wears on. You clean, presumably. Do you do anything with those drugs you found in the safe?
If they're
Yeah, that's
going to
just-
somebody who I think that name sounds familiar, right? That name
Yuri
sounds like one of the guys
Guitrov?
on our list,
You've never heard of him
right?
before.
Is
no.
that? Oh no. Then no, I don't want to mess with this guy any more than I have. He seems like a
It's very responsible.
guy just
of you.
trying to get by, doing his
I
best.
took a couple of packets when
That
Silas
seems
wasn't
like
looking.
Yep.
Okay.
I wasn't
Todd the
looking, I
vampire is
can't
gonna
refute.
start smoking meth.
Oh, I'm not gonna smoke meth because it's pointless. But you never know what the kids that hang out at my house want.
But
So
Morty smokes a pipe, so he might start.
you know what? We might have to put
Slipping a
some
few
in his
rocks in the
pipe just to
pipe.
fuck with him. Yeah,
Messed up. All right,
he'll
so
do literally nothing, but it'll be funny.
I'm gonna need a rouse check for the next morning. Edgar, give me a rouse check. And how are you gonna feed? Nice.
So, I'm going to see if there's anybody like on medication that's kind of doped out of it.
You're
So I'll
looking
just
for
flip
drug
around.
blood? You're looking for drug
No,
blood?
it's more. I don't want to. They're obviously everybody's getting up. You know, they're awake. They've been up during the day, so I don't want to wait until. I just want enough to keep me going. I'll feed properly when they're
Okay.
asleep.
Yeah, so no, what I was saying is the day went by and now it's twilight when you guys would normally wake up. So go out and you can find someone in this House of Spice.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I want someone who's like under sedation or not quite there, and I'm only taking
Okay.
enough to sate the hunger.
Yeah.
I feed properly when they have all went to bed.
Okay. So if you had a hunger, you satiate that.
It's
Morty?
a veritable buffet that somebody's been holding out on me.
It's
over,
true.
And I'm
This is a Chuck wagon.
still like-
You just walked into.
Now look, Edgar, we need to keep this place between the two of us, okay? We don't need the rest of the house to know. So how about you stick to the even floors and I'll take the odd floors. There's only 3 floors. Spoiler alert.
We'll
Morty,
see.
can I get a rouse check? Nice. All right. How are you going to feed this evening?
Oh, it's got to be Gertrude for sure. I love that movie.
Gertrude. All right. You sink your teeth into lovely Gertrude. She tastes like pastrami.
Yeah.
She's got some pastrami hanging out too. All right,
Not really.
Silas, can I get a rouse check, please? A lot of meat.
I got a joke for you guys. What does it taste like to go down on an old lady?
What?
Depends. All right. Well, I'll look at
How long have you had that
I'll look at my
chambered?
food.
Jeez.
I have that joke for a long time. A long time. Oh yeah.
Right.
Todd, I'm feeling a little peckish. What do you say we go visit our friend over at the Denny's again? See if that manager's still there.
Absolutely. That motherfucker didn't have our eggs, so we'll feed
Yeah.
a different way.
We're gonna eat out tonight.
Hell yeah.
So Silas and Todd, I need rouse checks from both of you.
God damn it.
You got it.
So you add 1 hunger,
Yep.
and then you're good,
Me?
Silas.
I'm good, but I still want to go out to eat.
Right. So as you guys are getting ready to go out for the night, Greg is in there. He's like, "What? Why did you come in here anyway? I don't really remember exactly how you got in here. What was your purpose of coming here?"
Well, I don't know if you know this, but you're actually parked pretty close to a popular hiking trail and not too far from the Denny's. So we were out hiking. We smelled something weird and we got this walkie-talkie thing that listens to the local radio thing just in case there's I don't know, cops coming around or something we don't want to deal with. And they were like, "Shh, you guys, we've been hearing reports of something weird." So we went and checked it out because we like weird things. Stumbled here,
Thank you, Brim.
opened it up, found you passed out right there on the ground. We aired out the place a little bit and got you back up.
So fortunate you
And-
came along, and a celebrity nonetheless.
Oh well, can I sign your copy?
Yeah.
Can I do that?
It's streaming service that I saw you on
Oh,
personally. I don't.
That's
have,
okay. Can I sign you?
I can shake your hand. That should,
I will sign
be much less weird.
the floor, and I sign his floor, and then I shake his hand.
Okay.
I cleaned it real nice, so I just want to put my stamp on that at least. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Okay. Well, I'm going to be moving my van now because I definitely don't want anyone to know where I am while I finish up this cook. I'm like a day behind now. Oh, shit. Look at the time. It's night. So have a great day. Thank you so much for your help, I guess. Don't ever mention this to anyone, please.
We were never here.
I don't even remember your name. Goodbye.
As you guys walk out, he locks the door and you hear it come to life and start to ramble through the brush a little bit. As you guys are walking out, you hear a psst, psst. coming from off in the tree line.
One of the
Yeah.
trees springing a leak or something? What the fuck?
It does sound like one of the trees has gone flat again.
Most reasonable conclusion.
You see a form, underneath trees in his shadow, like waving and holds out a walkie-talkie, like shaking it.
Oh, turn on your walkie. Or talkie. We're
Oh,
doing the
yeah,
walkie.
I forgot it was off.
What
They were
were you
being
doing
annoying.
inside of there? What's going on?
We were sleeping.
You were sleeping inside the van? That looks like a drug dealer. We're sure of it.
No, it was
Oh, well,
incense.
he's
It was
leaving.
just incense.
Yeah, patchouli. Strong smell.
I really think that was a meth lab that we've been looking after. We thought maybe he had something to do with the murdered bodies.
Oh, it was
You
just a
are
dude hanging out in the
too-
woods.
Yeah, he is an old hippie. He didn't like the lifestyle of other people living. He's moving out of here. Don't you worry about it.
Well, I don't know why you guys had the walkie-talkie off all night. Like, there has been another murder.
Another murder?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, there's a
Where's
young
the
woman dead.
Where at?
Off on the other side of town. Apparently, there's 2 holes in her neck. She's completely dead.
Must have been coyotes.
Well,
We should go look at it.
the young lady's name was Jessie Walton. She was some sort of athlete at the local high school. She was going to be at the prom in a week. This really devastated the entire family. The whole community is abuzz. A buzz.
Gasp.
Over.
Over.
It's like, well, next time maybe keep your walkie-talkie on and you'll hear about this. You could have gone and checked that out. I'm going to stay here and make sure that this clearly meth head is not going to be returning. And if you guys were in there with him all night, then he clearly wasn't the one who killed the girl. There's 2 murders in less than a week. We have some real problems. Oh, man.
How do we know
alright.
it wasn't you?
Let's go look at this body.
What are you talking about? Me? I'm a Nighthawk.
Just checking.
Mhm.
Just checking.
Mhm.
How do we know it
Did
wasn't
you know that?
you?
Did
Because
know
you
that
watched
Ted
us all
Bundy-
night.
That's a good point.
Ted Bundy helped out on a anti-rape task force. Did you know that? Oh gosh, who was it? He was. Green River Killer had ties to the police too. A lot of serial killers had ties to police. There
Are you
was one-
suggesting that a police killed them?
No, I'm just suggesting you are not out of suspicion.
I mean,
Let's
except for the
go.
fact that he watched us all night, so
That is even
He
creepier.
says.
that's true. That's what he says.
Now let's go before I think you are even more suspect.
I think you're suspect.
I said that means go.
All right, so you 2 are gonna leave.
Yeah,
Yep.
All right, you gotta go feed. You heading to Denny's?
Yep.
Denny.
You
Fuck
can
this manager.
easily run into this manager again and satiate your hunger for the night.
Yep. let's do this.
Describe
tastes like
it to
sorrow.
us.
She didn't even put up a fight. She's
Does
just
she even
like,
fight it?
okay.
Yeah,
She's like, I have nothing going on. I work at
it's
Denny's.
actually a secret menu item.
This is what we put in the sriracha.
And then that's just one hunger point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's almost
Just
dead by the
100.
time both of you finish. But you take great
That's
care
all right.
to
She
keep
was
her around.
mentally there anyway.
Yeah. Definitely give her a good old lick on the wound so she can at least trip balls for a minute.
Lick on her wound, huh? Mm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, give her
Mm.
a little bit of one of them baggies.
Fuck yeah. Leave that in her pocket.
Jeez.
Here's your tip, lady.
All right, Edgar and Morty,
with it.
you guys have fed. What's your plan for the night?
Right. So we need to talk Penelope into getting her granddaughter to make a night visit.
This is the
Something
most
really
elaborate
important that
plan.
she wants to pass on to her.
Okay, so how you gonna do that? Let's role play this.
Prom.
Penelope?
Yes, master.
Yes, we need your help.
Anything
really
for you,
important.
master.
I've had the photograph of the picture of the granddaughter. Who's this young lady's name?
Sarah.
Look at this.
She's my
photograph.
granddaughter.
Yes, does Sarah visit you a lot?
She hasn't been in a very long time, but I'm also proud of her. She's a chess champion. You can see in this is where she was receiving her award, her grand chess award.
She
You
did
need to
get
talk
one
her-
B last week, but usually she gets straight A's. I've been meaning to speak to you about that, Penelope. I think I can help her study a little bit harder in her Spanish class.
You've been checking in on my granddaughter, Morty?
No, I've been talking to you about it, Penelope, and I think I can help her.
Oh, yes, my memory. Silly me. How could you help her, Morty?
Well, yes, I lived with several Spanish
Por
roommates
favor,
during the
español.
70s.
Habla español.
I can tell you where the library is.
No, you have to say it in Spanish.
You know?
You have to start saying it in Spanish. Them's the rules.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? See, I got it all down. I can help her.
You just asked where the library was. You didn't tell me shit.
I bought it.
Oh, I mean,
True wisdom
Fantastic.
is knowing that you know nothing.
Remember to say it really loudly and slowly in English. It translates.
yeah. Hola.
So
That's how you do it.
keep going.
So my associate Edgar here is absolutely correct. I think Sarah would have a lovely time with this young gentleman at the prom. I think things will work out swimmingly, but she needs to be a little bit more forward. I mean, it is clearly after the 1970s. I'm not sure exactly when, but women have to approach the guys and ask them out. It's very cute. It's called a promposal, as my friend Silas taught me.
However, we need little Sarah to be here, so we can talk to her too, in the evening. Because unfortunately we get bad sunburn, so during the day we won't cut it. Plus, she has school to study for, so we need you to use your skills, Penelope, and we know you have skills.
Well, master,
We need Sarah here.
I can call my granddaughter if you'd like and see if she could come and visit me.
Just convince her. It's really important.
Oh, okay. I will do my best. Just give me a few moments. I know her phone number is in my little black book here. Just give me a moment to look for it. She's like going through.
Just make sure
S,
it's not Wednesday, because she has
S.
chess club on Wednesday.
S. How do you know so much about my granddaughter, Morty?
Well, I'm very observant. We've had a lot of good conversations, most of which you seem to have forgotten lately, but
Oh.
yeah, I'd like to make a...
It's old age. It's just, I'm doing my best. You are wonderful. You keep your faculties about you all the time. It's so impressive. Okay, let me see here. So she's looking through and she finds the number and she gives her granddaughter a call. They have a lovely conversation that begins with health. Have you been brushing your teeth? Make sure you're flossing every night. It's really important. Longevity of your oral health care is incredibly important. And then, it sort of goes on to how she's doing in school and, how's her mother? Why isn't her mother ever come and visit? And is, eventually it gets around to Sarah agreeing to come and visit her tomorrow, after school. She'll stop by for a couple hours and they can play chess and, just sort of catch up a little bit more. And then she hangs up and she turns over to you, Edgar. She's like, well, master, she's going to be visiting me tomorrow after school. That should be close to the evening, I believe.
Excellent. Right. So
Make sure you talk to her long enough so that she stays while it's dark out.
well, she'll be playing chess. So you're really good at chess, aren't you, Penelope?
I'm unfortunately no, my granddaughter. She's the chess player. But she humors me, and we have a good time.
Good.
Well, we have 8 hours to teach you. cut to a montage. Let's teach your chest.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun, dun.
She
Go to
is
impress us
well
and stuff
versed
going
in
on
chess
with
at this point.
Castle,
yeah.
castle now. Do it like your life depended on it. Rook it, baby.
You see her like,
Never take your queen out.
stress. She has like
Never
a
take your queen
headband.
out.
All right, Todd and
yeah.
Silas, what are you doing tonight?
I would like to
Well,
go take a look at that there body, please.
Yeah, we kind of screwed the pooch last night. We should just get straight to it this time.
We
Fuck the eggs.
had to get to sleep. We're-
So
I mean,
you
I
know that the
enjoyed
body
myself.
by now the body will have been taken into the hospital.
well, they probably still got that crime scene quarantined. Let's go over
To
there.
say we can still look at the crime scene.
Okay. As you guys start heading over there, it's nighttime. You still do see one car with a police officer who's just sort of watching the area as you're sort of creeping up through the darkness. He doesn't really seem to be paying much attention. You do see this taped off in this big circle around where the body presumably was found. It's just this sort of open grove, and you can actually see, even from where you are, from the lights on the top of the police car as it hits the ground, it looks like there's blood splattered and sprayed. It looks like there was a huge sort of fight or something that happened. This entire area is just sort of soaked in blood. And just with your experience, that's not really the vampire way. You
Hell no.
consume what you need to, then you don't just splatter it all around. So this is either someone that murdered her, or this is something that did it, and just because it looks like there's torn to shreds or something. Even though
Yeah,
they
that is
said that
cool.
only the 2 bite marks were on the body.
Yeah, this is clearly not a vampire. Somebody's fucking trying to set us up.
All right.
So do you try to get closer to investigate, or do you keep it a distance?
Fuck yeah, I'm
I
a
am
vampire.
stunned.
No yellow tape's gonna stop me. I'll lift that shit
hold
up.
on, Todd. Let us get in here. Hold on. Let me try something.
All right.
I am stunning. So I add 2 extra dice to all appropriate social dice rolls.
1 dice for each job.
1 dice for each row of abs. Jesus Christ.
You
I
just
would
done yourself
like
out there.
to-
You went from 12 to a 4.
Math.
I would like to charisma performance my way in and
Pass the cop.
make this cop think that I am somebody he should be giving information to. Yeah.
That's gonna be tough. You're gonna need 4 successes.
And I add 2 to this roll. Performance.
For your abs? Why do you add 2 to the roll?
For my, I'm stunning.
Ah.
That's a thing I have. I'm literally stunning. I should have done it before, but I forgot. Difficulty 2 or no?
Oh, you need
Or 0?
you need 4 successes. So difficulty
in
4.
macro options, difficulty 4.
Yeah.
I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
So you had a bestial failure. No, because that wasn't a critical. A failed roll in which 1 or more hunger dice comes up a 1. So yeah, you had a bestial failure. With only 1 success. So you have to act out a compulsion. This compulsion is going to be a clan compulsion. What's your clan?
I am a Gangrel.
Returned to an animalistic state, the vampire regresses to a point where speech is hard, clothes are uncomfortable, and arguments are best settled with teeth and claws. For 1 scene, the vampire gains 3 dice penalty to all rolls involving manipulation and intelligence. They can only speak in 1-word sentences during this time. So you have to role play this out, this compulsion. So the police officer's like, there's no fucking way you're getting past here, kid.
Mean.
What? Puts his hand on his sidearm. Leave the crime scene or I'm going to put you in the back of my
Dead.
car.
Todd.
Coming.
What?
Look, sir.
Mm.
He
Anger.
pulls the firearm out of the holster, but has it facing the ground. He's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop where you are!"
Whoop. Hey, my friend is confused and hungry. I think he's having a sugar drop or something. We're just going to leave.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Information.
Yep, we
Information.
Take
don't think
her,
we need information.
him. Keep forgetting your man. Get him out of here. Both of you,
Yep,
get
yes,
out of
sir.
here.
Yes, sir. We were never here.
It's like, what the hell? He watches you guys
Idiot.
go
Yes.
off into the tree line. All right,
So
that went
didn't
well.
work.
A cap. No.
So what else are you gonna do? What's your next plan?
All right, well, let's
The
go break into the
morgue?
hospital.
What, Silas?
The morgue. She's dead, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go
Then
break
we
in
gotta
and
go where the
investigate.
bodies go.
Okay, you guys
The
are heading toward the morgue. All right, so you know that you can get to the morgue before the evening ends. That shouldn't be too big of a problem. What are you doing when you get there?
Well, it depends on
Time to look
what
upon
time
the
it is.
body of
Well, it's
evidence.
gonna be early morning. You know, it's still dark.
Okay. I mean, if it's still dark, we'll just check it out. Because, I mean, I figure we can just stay there. That's easy. You just take a stick and you jam it in the lock on the backside, and then nobody can get into the cooler for bodies.
Have
Right,
you
okay.
There
done
may
this
very
before?
well be a friend in here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Fun fact:
Bit of
there is a rundown, no longer in use crematorium, like where we are now in the game, right near my house, and I wanted, or sort of, and I want to turn it into like an escape room.
That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Bodies now, not escaping.
So for the game, you guys are going to the morgue,
Mhm.
which is connected to the hospital, so it's pretty easy to approach. The public does that all night anyway. As you start to go in, there's a little camera and there's a little buzzer on the door, unless you're going to try to go into the hospital and try to get to the morgue from the inside.
So
Well, I can't really imagine any way to get to it from the outside. You know, just shy of like busting through a wall.
You don't have to Kool-Aid man it. There's a door on the outside with a camera
Oh, a
and a
door
buzzer
specifically.
to the morgue. Yeah.
yeah.
Like double
Okay.
doors.
Yeah, we'll do that and cover the face, punch a hole in the door or something.
What?
Or do they know us? I can't remember. Do they know us? They probably
think-
don't know us.
No, I don't think they would know you.
I'll
So you're gonna try to
I
break
can
through
try
the
to
door?
Persuade them. No, I'll try to persuade them over the camera.
Through the camera. Okay, so you buzz it. Are you revealing your face or are you doing the whole arm thing?
No, I'll reveal my face because otherwise that's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
wait, maybe they'll like your hat.
Ah, yes. There we go. Now I'm a much more respectable gentleman.
There we go. I feel better now.
Okay,
too.
so
You
what
like
are you
to
going to
see the
use to try to
hospital
convince this guy to open this
Yeah.
door?
Then I'm here to identify a body.
Okay, so persuasion and
one.
manipulation.
That's a good one. You probably
Four
shouldn't say that
successes!
out loud.
And it fucking worked.
Wow.
Let me in.
Wow.
I want to make sure this is actually my niece.
You used your
Like-
abs.
Yes, of course. Of course. Please come in. Gzzzt. You open up the double doors and enter this little walkway with a bunch of gurneys on one side, and you sort of turn the corner and there's an office. A guy comes out from the office. You see that there's a young lady working in the actual room, hospital room. I don't know what they call it, the morgue room where they examine bodies. And he's like, yes, please, this way. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. This is a horrible, horrible incident. I think the police say that they have clues that they've discovered at the crime scene. So hopefully we can catch this monster that's murdering these poor young women. He brings
Well,
you
we
in,
were
and
actually
this woman
we
looks
tried
up.
to
Oh,
go and
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say we tried to talk to the police at the crime scene, but I was so overwhelmed with emotion that I wasn't able to get words out, and they just kind of yelled at me. I
Oh,
was
I
kind of
couldn't
hoping
imagine. It
you
must
could
be
get
so hard.
information
Yeah.
we could get some information from you if you know it.
We really only know about the body and what we've discovered thus far, which unfortunately isn't a lot. Do you want to explain this to them, Valerie? And you see this woman in this lab coat. You know, she sort of comes around the other side, pulls a cover over one of the bodies, and walks up. Why, yes, it is quite unfortunate. It appears that someone punctured her neck with some sort of twin fork or something of the sort. It went right into the jugular, I'm afraid, and blood sprayed everywhere, which caused blood all over the crime scene, it appears. She died rather quickly as the heart itself evacuates the blood as it pumps from the body. Poor young lady. I heard she had a wonderful athletic future ahead of her. She was supposed to go to
Really
college
did.
in the fall.
Yeah, it's a shame, man. We had high hopes for her.
And you were her uncle?
Yes.
Oh, please come over here and let's see. She pulls it off of her face, and it just looks like some random white girl. You don't know her, obviously.
Wait a
Oh,
moment.
I'm sorry. She puts her hand on your shoulder.
Hold on, I'll give you a visual. It looks like this. It looks like me.
Eerie, the
That was
resemblance.
white girl.
Yeah. So, what's next,
So-
Todd?
All right.
Just nonchalantly checking out the rest of the body to see, because that can't be the only wound that she was inflicted if there was that much blood everywhere.
It's like, oh,
Or was it?
actually, it was just the neck. As I had mentioned, they hit the jugular and
just
she bled out. We have some bruising and scraping all around, other parts of her body. She clearly was fighting while she was dying, and whomever, did this to her, we believe we have skin from underneath her nails that we have sent off to the lab a couple hours ago.
I
mean,
have a
that's good. At
question real
At
quick.
least we can hopefully find the killer that way.
With modern technology.
Was there petechial hemorrhaging?
Out of character, I have no idea what that is.
So if somebody is strangled, they'll get like little blood spots in their eyes that kind of look like like it's an eye thing and blood. I'm not describing it very well, but
I'm thinking you're making
when
this
you
up.
get strangled, it forces. No, Google it. Google it.
Mhm.
This is not a lie.
I feel like you've done
That
this.
is the thing.
It like
Also, I
forces
don't
the
recommend
blood up
Googling.
into the eyeballs,
Yeah.
and it causes the veins in the eyeballs to become thick and sometimes pop. And
Yeah,
so
it doesn't
if
look
I
like
see
she
someone,
was strangled.
no strangulation.
No, it
I
looks
think
like she has some
someone's
head
framing us.
contusions on, like she was knocked in the head initially or something. They suspect that she was unconscious when he punctured her neck and punctured the jugular, and that's when she came to and started freaking out and fighting off this whatever. They believe it was human, of course.
Yeah. I mean, it clearly human. Well, I think we got
Silas looks
everything
sad.
we could figure out here.
Silas is thinking. The brain that controls Silas is really into true crime.
Clearly. Okay. So, what's the next step?
I mean, it's like I've got everything I need if do Silas.
Anything else, Silas?
There weren't any weird marks on her body. No one drew on her or anything. No notes. Nothing in her mouth or throat. No dead moths back there under her tongue or something like that.
Nothing so fancy as that, no.
Oren scares me.
I haven't even gotten to the dark stuff.
Nah.
Okay, no. I'm done.
All right, Edgar and Morty.
Okay, so
You're going to have
we
to hide
made
during the
Penelope-
day after you've done the training montage. Because the next
So-
night is when the girl is supposed to come.
Yep.
So are you going to
Have we
plan?
made Penelope a chess champion? Do we need
Are
a
you going to
roll
go
for
home for the night, or are you going to return, or go the cupboard thing?
that? There's no point going home for them. Yeah, we'll stay in the cupboard again. That was comfy.
This
Okay.
is the spin-off. It's the odd couple. It's trapped in this tiny little closet.
All right, and Silas and Todd, what are you guys doing for the morning?
Trapped in the closet always.
I mean, we're already at the morgue. I'm just gonna kick it in one of those refrigerated units. It's pretty comfortable, and yeah,
I
you can
like
lock
that
it from the
You
idea.
guys
inside, so nobody's
could
gonna
go,
fuck with us.
like, the chance of you being found there, though, is
Oh,
infinitely
Oh,
higher.
I gotta
Oh,
I
'cause you
gotta
can
feed
lock
my
it.
dog. I gotta go home
Oh,
and feed my
alright.
dog.
All
I'm
right, I
gonna
guess
do
let's go
that.
home then.
I don't understand why you guys
So we'll
just
just-
don't go home all the time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's fun to mix it up every now and then.
Eh.
We miss Edmund.
Like holidays.
Not home without him.
It's not home with it.
It's not even
That's what it is.
really home. All right, so you guys go home for the night. The next morning or the next twilight, when you reawaken, I need a rouse check. So everyone, just go ahead and give me a rouse check. Ooh, Edgar, you get a hunger.
God
Cameron
damn.
gets a hunger. All right, and then Edgar? How are you feeding?
Well, we're in a veritable restaurant here, so just go and
You're in the House of Spice.
pick some.
Come on,
It's not like there's any shortage.
you get all sorts.
Remember, stick to the even floors, okay? Don't go anywhere near Dorothy. Or Dot, as I call her. We've gotten very close.
And
That's
Morty,
my dead
how are you
great
feeding?
grandma's name.
Oh no,
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's
Uh,
okay. She's fine.
she doesn't
She's
mind
in
if you
house.
eat her, Grandma. Grandma needs loving too.
But yeah, I'll just go to the third floor.
Okay. Silas, how are you feeding?
I'm gonna go into the woods, go to my usual hunting ground, see if I can't find an animal
Okay.
like I like.
And Todd, how are you feeding?
I'm gonna feed off the kid I gave the meth to last night when I got home.
Okay. You can get some drug blood again.
Absolutely, I'm gonna be on top of my game because I am focused today.
You were definitely focused. All right. So what's the plan, Edgar and Morty?
Right. Basically, when Sarah arrives, she's going to be made into a familiar. Like to collect the set, and she will obey and approach the young guy and convince him with her womanly wiles to take her to prom.
Wow. What are you gonna do, Morty, when this is all happening?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out how the familiar thing works, so I'm paying close attention, but I'm going along with the plan because it's the best plan I've ever heard.
All right. So Sarah's been playing chess with Penelope for a little while now. And the sun sets, and you guys are up in the cupboard. How do you come out of it? Do you jump out like train spotting, or like what's the?
Well, don't need to be that dramatic. Just scrape on the door with a little wing.
Penelope's like, "Oh, my master is calling." What do you mean, master, Grandma? What is this? You'll see, my dear. She reaches up, shaky arms, unlatches it, and these bats come.
No. Well, they're not flipping savages. When she holds her arm up, I'll hop onto it.
She's like, "This is
In
my
bat form?
master." She's like, "Oh, Grandma, those have rabies. You need to be careful with that. Please put the
No, I
bat
jump.
down." You know, "Blah!"
The next steps, if we
Blah,
found
blah, blah, blah.
Get
bats,
the door, Morty.
it would be to cut the bat's head off, check the bat's heads for rabies, and get Grandma on a dose of rabies vaccines, which are very painful. So great
Yeah.
job, everyone.
Jeez.
Won't matter in
Okay.
moments.
Say that
So,
for-
Morty, do you get the door?
Yes. Yep.
Sarah's just like, "Oh my God, what is happening? Oh, what's happening?" She's like, "This is my master. It's okay, Sarah." "Oh my God, help! What do you guys do?
Well, obviously, got to cover our mouth.
All right, give me a
None of
strength
that
and brawl
nonsense.
to grab onto her.
If I could,
You're going to need 2 successes.
16-year-old.
You can do it.
Roll.
Remember, you can use a willpower to re-roll non-hunger dice.
Go. No, I think I'll keep my.
Do you want to re-roll
What?
the 2 hunger dice? Because you just
Oh
failed.
dear. Oh man. What do I need to do?
Just mark off one of your willpower, and you can roll 2 dice.
Right.
You can also just do 2d10 in the roll 20, and anything a 6 or above is a success.
When you say basically click it twice, so it's fully covered, yeah. You know, where the first click's like a half strike.
Oh, and
Is that
willpower,
count as
right?
one or half of one?
It would be a full one.
Full one, right? Click it twice then. Cool. Right, and then what am I rolling again? The same again, strength and brawl.
Well, yeah. Well, no, because you only can roll 2 of the dice because one of them is a hunger dice. You had 1 hunger,
Right.
and so you only had a total of 3. So just roll
What am I
2d10 in roll 20, and anything 6 or over is a success. So you got 1 success. You grabbed onto her arm, and she's like shaking, moving away from you. Help, help! Morty, what are you doing while Edgar's doing that?
I'm definitely trying to assist. Trying to
Okay,
help
give me a brawl and strength. And Penelope's just
Looks like you
sitting there, letting you assault her granddaughter.
Oh,
Sounds about right.
as she should. It's her duty.
Penelope, help.
It wouldn't be an assault if she'd stop struggling.
Morty.
You don't want to do that.
Morty. How do you fail on every die? Do you want to use a willpower to reroll, or are you good with failure?
No, no, I'll use a willpower.
Okay.
I
Just
click
do
the box and hit willpower again.
3d10 since you had 4, but you can only reroll 3 with a willpower.
Oh, just 3/d10.
Well, you could also just go to the dice roller and do 3d10 there. It'd be like roll/3d10 if you're going to do it in chat. So you got 1 success. So between
No,
the...
that was, I think, me.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was testing.
Oh,
Maybe-
sorry. Oh, you say rolling?
R// space.
There's
Just
there's
make
a
sure.
little menu in the top.
I'm going to
left
roll
you
the 3
can-
for you. All right. So you
Thank
did
you.
not succeed. You had 1 failure.
Ah,
Yeah,
He
you're doing
walks
your
into
best
the
to
wall or
grab at her,
something.
and she like punches you right in the face. You sort of like whip your head back. You take 1 non-aggravated damage, superficial damage.
Okay.
And your nose would be bleeding if you had a whole bunch of blood in you, but you don't. And she's fighting off, like she's trying to shake loose. Her turn.
it's
She's
so much
going
more
to do...
lively at this age.
She got 1 success, so she rips her hand out of yours, Edgar's. So now she's not being held by anyone. She's going to race over the door and try to open it. What are you guys going to do? Edgar, you're up.
Got to tackle her to the floor.
All right. So you're going to like try to jump on her or just grab her? Dexterity or
Just
strength?
jump on her. Yeah,
and
just
brawl?
jump on her and hold her down.
All right,
She's got to be a
dexterity and
bit
brawl.
weaker. I've got some blood in her, so she's got to.
Well, you haven't
Make
bitten
sure
her at
she
all.
doesn't get
You
it.
just grabbed her. This is the daughter.
Make sure she doesn't get
or
30
granddaughter.
feet away, because then she's lost to us. We figured that out from the familiar in the beginning.
All right, so go ahead and roll.
Same again, brawl and strength.
Brawl and, yeah. You got this.
Come on.
You got
Come
this.
on. It's only a kid.
Success 2, yes. All right,
Oof.
so you grab onto her. What are you going to do now that you have her?
I'm going to finish the job and make her a familiar.
So you sink your teeth into her. You satiate your hunger as well. And you go about the process of making her your familiar. Silas and Todd. The next morning, you guys wake, you feed your dogs, you have your, how are you feeding in the morning, by the way? Silas went to her hunting spot.
was gonna
Todd,
say,
you
we
got
already
your
went
drug
over
blood, so.
We did that.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you guys do next?
Well, I think they went to the House of Spice, which I'm pretty sure is that Thai place down on Main Street,
Sounds about right.
right? What else could it be?
There's probably a tie there or two.
I
let's
love
go.
Thai food. All right,
yeah.
let's go down to the House of Spice Thai Palace.
Hell yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Goodbye.
Well, this is what happens when people leave the stream. I see an ankle, or is that an arm? I don't even know what the fuck.
Pretty sure that's an arm.
Okay. Well, this is fun. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to go to me. Our intrepid heroes
What?
are traveling to the Thai Palace downtown. What is this place called? Cedar
House
Creek,
of
Missouri.
Spice. Okay.
And as they're leaving Fangold Estate, they are seeing a number of Nighthawks approaching them. The home. The Nighthawks are like on their mics, on their walkie-talkies, talking to each other. Is your walkie-talkie on, Cameron?
Yeah. Yeah.
Todd?
It's on.
Okay.
It's
So
on.
you're hearing them talking about. Oh, sweet hell, this bugs me. You hear them talking about how they're now absolutely certain that you or your live-in roommates have something to do with the death of all these people, that you might even be vampires yourself. They're convinced of it. And that they're coming to confront you. What do you do with this information?
That's just nonsense, guys. Yeah, that's nonsense. That can't possibly be them. They're stand-up dudes. That's what I heard too. I'm pretty sure they're pretty cool.
Okay.
I also heard they're pretty cool people.
This is so funny. Okay, so they're like, wait, who is this? Is that you, Todd? Over.
No.
No, that was clearly
Over.
4 other people. Over.
They're right though. We are pretty cool.
Todd,
Over.
we're coming to talk to you, and we want our walkie-talkie back. The police have been called. They're on their way.
All right, man, I'm here.
The anti-vampire.
They killed Morty.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
They really did kill him.
What is happening? What is happening? All right, Morty, I'm going to ask that you don't do that anymore. Please.
Things went wibble.
What the heck is happening? Okay, so you see that there's this group of Nighthawks all descending upon Fangold Estate. Are you guys going to continue leaving and deal with it another day, or what's your plan?
I'll just stick around and talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can convince him that I'm not a vampire.
It
It's
also
just
could be
it's my
tab
family
time.
name.
It's just a nom de plume. So they come up. You see the old lady that gave you the walkie-talkie in the first place. She puts her hand out. I'd like my walkie-talkie back.
Fine.
Break it.
No, I'm not gonna break it. I just
It's
gave
like,
it to her with a sad
we are-
look on my face.
We were told that you went into the meth lab and that you left the next night. What were you doing
was-
all night in the meth lab?
Well, it wasn't
All
a meth
day,
lab.
You mean?
We were hanging out with the nice hippie gentleman that was there. That was clearly incense that was coming out.
You guys
It was
are
not meth.
So
So you guys
You
are just
must
turds.
think we're really stupid. Well, the Nighthawks are not so dumb. We know that you're the ones murdering the children. We know that you're the ones going out and sucking their blood. It's in your name, Todd the Vampire. We figured it
that's a-
out.
family name. I'm not a vampire. And as a matter of fact, you got one of the Nighthawks that knows for a fact we aren't a part of the murders because they were watching the not meth house all night that night and all
we
morning.
should have turned that one guy into a vampire. Honestly.
We probably shouldn't say that out loud in front of the Nighthawks.
Oh, no, I'm saying it in Lauren voice. That doesn't count.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Um, I hate this camera setup so much.
We are trying our damnedest to help
mean
you
guy.
guys.
Why?
And if that's
You
not
don't like
enough to
this?
prove, if that's not enough to prove that we're not the murderers, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, you do bring up a compelling point. Does anyone have Lance's number? For some reason, he's not here. Lance, yeah, I can give him a call here. Do they like dial up on their phone? They're like, got the voicemail. Hey, let me text him real quick. Lance is missing. So you're saying that Lance saw you in the meth lab all night?
He
Like
not
he was
checking?
watching you all night?
Yeah, we
we
talked
went
to
to
him.
Denny's. He said he was gonna stay there at the meth lab location. If that's what you're saying it was.
Well, we are pretty sure. I mean, he reported that it was a meth lab.
Oh yeah, how many meth labs has he been around?
Well, I mean,
A
it's
lot.
the Ozarks. I mean,
Wow.
we are in Cedar
stereotype.
Creek. It's
Wow.
kind of part
That's
of the
pretty
course.
You
presumptuous.
think the worst of everybody you meet, don't you?
No, look, you're the ones. You're the problems.
That's
You're
really-
in the meth lab.
That's really
Now look,
sad.
here's what's going to happen. We've already called the police. You're going to stand right here and the police are going to come and talk to you about all this and we'll straighten it out and we'll find Lance and we'll have Lance straighten it out. Okay?
All right, if that's what it takes.
That is exactly what it's going to take. Thank you, Todd the Vampire, for agreeing to wait for the police. Now, do you want to invite us in for tea or anything, maybe?
Excuse me? With how fucking rude you guys are being? And accusing us of being killers, you want to come in and have tea?
I do need to use the restroom.
All
You know
right,
what,
fine.
Todd?
All right, fine.
You know what, Todd?
What's up?
I say we just go. We don't have to stay here. We have ways of leaving.
Todd, you need to get your face on camera. What are you doing?
Todd, where are you, Todd?
I'm trying. I am. Okay.
Look into my eyes, Todd.
Yeah, let's while they're using the facilities, we can just duck out. So
You're gonna leave
Let's,
them in a vampire den?
there's no vampires there.
Right, but there's all your
And
stuff.
we're very, very tidy.
Sounds
I
like
live in a
Oh,
doghouse
Chris
outside,
had to
so
leave
none of
for
my stuff is
good.
there.
Hmm.
What can you
Yeah,
do
I mean
for
that's
him,
what he
bud?
said. Is that was the Cheeto dust got him, and now he's dead.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
I think the granddaughter was eating Cheetos and then gave him a high five or
Right.
something, and he just
Oh,
exploded.
she was a hot Cheeto granddaughter? She's tough.
Yep.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
I
it's-
mean, I think with the state of this game, only having 15 minutes left anyway, we should probably just wrap up this amazingly frustrating session.
Sounds good. I think we could do that.
Edgar, you and
Yes.
Morty have convinced your new familiar to go ask this young man out on a date, Heinous Fourth, and Silas and Todd, you have now ducked out while the Nighthawks finally made it into your home. Let's hope there's nothing that would make them think that you're a vampire, like corpses or coffins or anything else like that.
People are allowed to be eccentric, okay?
Exactly. We're a bunch of rich artists, for fuck's sake.
Right.
And we got Morty, too.
That's true. Well, thank you all so much if you suffered through this with us in this What We Do in the Shadows Vampire the Masquerade Session 2. Subscribe and ring the bell if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to click the like button and comment to let others learn about this wildly entertaining actual play and this channel. And before we duck out, where could people find you, Colin, other than
Oh, well,
in the corner?
you can always come over to the Horrific podcast where we talk about horror and might create the odd anthology or two. Just
Ooh,
saying,
there's
you
two.
know,
That
check
was a
them
volume
out.
2, The Cryptid.
Oh, there.
Yes.
So go check out some Horrific Tales books.
Volume
And
3 coming soon.
awesome. Silas, is there anywhere people can find you?
Yeah, every other Saturday I play D&D on the other sister channel of this, Dragonland Saga. Come hang
Nice.
out there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's not as graphic, to be fair. But,
It's not, but it's a little bit more put together.
yeah. And Todd the
I don't lay
Vampire,
down.
where can people find you?
Well, you can find me at the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Herders. I don't know if you can see my finger guns or not, so there we go.
I heard that's an amazing Star Wars podcast.
Can confirm, sir. Right now, we're going through the season 2 of Andor reviews.
Sweet.
Quite fun.
There's a foot coming out of your head. What the? What is happening?
She's
All right.
really just a slug.
That's the craziest image. All right. Well, as always, remember the evil spelled backwards is live. So get out there, get a better camera setup than mine, and be evil. Just stops.